trendybeats.com.
Without doctor's prescription, Montenman, call on doctor's attention if you need solution. Montenman, too much is given, much is expected. Let alone just keep it long and stay strong.
But for those who can stand, we are going to take the national anthem now before we do anything. Thank you. DJ Boom Bam, please, let's go there.
Our own dear native land, no tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all are proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In these our battle honor, and this we count as gain. To honor to our children, our banner we sustain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
Thank you. Nigeria will surely be great. Please be seated. Thank you so much. Thank you. At this junction, we'd like to take the opening prayer as requested by the convener. So I have the honor and privilege to invite Deaconess Olade Shomola to give us the opening prayer, please. Can we please clap for her? God bless you. God bless you, our Deaconess. Thank you.
Let us stand up and pray. Ní orúkọ Jésù, ní orúkọ Jésù, ní orúkọ Jésù. Ọlọ́run ayérayé àwa gbé yín ga nítorí pé ẹ̀yin ni Ọlọ́run wa. Ó wù yín ni a ṣe wà níbí ní èní. Ó dẹ̀ wù yín ló ṣe jẹ́ kọ́jọ́ èní kí ó jẹ́ mímọ́. Ọlọ́run gbọ́ ọpẹ́ wa. Ní orúkọ Jésù ó la gbà yín wa. Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè a bẹ̀bẹ̀ fún ìdáríjì ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbogbo wa ó la dáríjì wa. Ọlọ́run wa darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ohun gbogbo tá a máa ṣe ní ìgbà ilé ni ó la darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Àwọn tí wọ́n gbé àwọn àjọ tí wọ́n gbé ètò yìí kalẹ̀ fún àwa àgbà àwa arúgbó fún ìlera wa olùgbàdúrà fún wọn. Gbogbo wa náà lórúkọ Jésù ìlera wa kò ní dìbàjẹ́ o. Àní fàìsàn ló gbà, àìsàn ò ní wọ àgọ́ ara wa. Agbára láti ṣe àtúnṣe, láti rìn ní ọ̀nà mímọ́, láti lo ohun tó dára fún ara wa, fún ìgbésí ayé wa, Ọlọ́run kò fi fún wa. Ní òpin ohun gbogbo nígbà tí a bá parí ohun gbogbo tí a wá ṣe ní bíbá ilé ní ká lè fi ọpẹ́ àti èyìn fún orúkọ rẹ nítorí tí a gbàdúrà ní orúkọ Jésù Kristi olùgbàlà wa. Àmín.
And let the people of God shout a big hallelujah. Thank you very much, our Deaconess. Just before I call on our convener, thank you so much. I'll need Nurse Yetunde to be on standby as soon as possible. Just before I call on our convener for our opening speech, I would like to specially on behalf of AgeWell, CareLink, recognize, because even God says we should give honor to whom honor is due. First and foremost, it is a privilege to have today Mama AgeWell herself in the house. You know, it's not easy to still have your mother while you are doing something big like this, but today, to God be the glory, our convener's mother is here. Mama AgeWell will call her Chief Mrs. Sepana Ebishemiju. Money mama oh mama oh mama oh Olúwa dá mama sí fún wa mama oh mama oh mama oh Olúwa dá mama sí. God bless you, mommy. Ọjọ́ yẹn á túbọ̀ dalẹ̀. Mama was a seasoned teacher, so you will know that. Yes, thank you, DJ. Thank you. Please let me bring mommy to the front. Let people see mommy. Let them see mommy. That is Mama AgeWell. That is Chief Mrs. Ebishemiju, the mother of Alainga, our convener. That's our mama. Hey, ẹ ṣe tẹ̀tọ́ wa dàgbà. Mọ́mí o, ẹ̀jẹ̀ láyé, mọ́mí yé. Má jẹ́ wọ́n mọ̀, ẹni bá ní kò ní rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Àtọ́lọ́jú, àtọ́lá kò sẹ́ni ìṣẹ̀dá. Thank you so much, DJ Bumba. Thank you, thank you. Let Mama go and sit. God bless you, mommy. Ẹ túbọ̀ pẹ́ fún wa. Oúnjẹ ọmọ tí ń jiná fún yín kò ní kan lẹ́nu yín. Gbogbo èyí tó ṣì pọ̀ nígbésí ayé yín, àlàáfíà ara lẹ máa fi lò ó. Ẹ ní dẹrù àgbéká fáwọn ọmọ yín. God bless you, mommy. God bless you. You're very welcome. So while we are waiting for our royal fathers of the day, when they come in, we're going to announce them. I want to also specially recognize our special guest of honors for today. I'm going to start with Mrs. Aderonke Ibitoye, the Director, Business Development and Client Relations, Ondo State Contributory Health Commission. If you're anywhere around, let us record. You're very welcome. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Dr. Mrs. Oluwaseun Bosede Osamaye, the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs, or the representative, if they are anywhere around, or we're still waiting for them. Are they here? The representative of Ministry of Women Affairs. Thank you. Also, I want to recognize the brother to the convener, Oladeji Ebishemiju, ANIVS, FCI, HRM, the principal partner, Ebishemiju Oladeji and Co-Estate Surveyors and Valuers, and is also the Chief of Staff to member of House of Representatives representing Ilaje Cell, the Federal Constituency. Mr. Oladeji Ebishemiju, where are you? Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your support. Also, Honorable Chief Ikugbayigbe Adeolu, wherever you are seated, thank you so much. Thank you for support. The Olowo Shada of Osoro land, that's the High Chief Ikugbayigbe. I don't know if he's here. Then Mrs. Maha Olubukola, if you're here anywhere, thank you. We're all very important, but these are the special guests of honors. Also, Ms. Olubukola is essay to the Ondo State Governor of Research and Documentation. Thank you. We also have Chief Mrs. Oluwakemi Adedapo Aishida, the Are Iyaloja of Ondo State. Are Iyaloja of Ondo State. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o, ẹ kú tọ́jú wa, ẹ ṣé gan ni Iyaloja àtàjèrè ọjà o. Thank you. Also, Dr. Taiwo Fashoranti, Secretary to the Ondo State Government. I don't know all the representatives. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Are Adetola Olamide Ebishemiju. Are Adetola is also a brother to the convener. Are Adeola Olamide Ebishemiju. Thank you so much for your support. I'll continue the roll call as soon as we have more lists. But to let you know, everyone here today, you are very, very important. If we keep going, we are not going to stop. But you are very important to us, and you have one impact or the other on today's event. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And Oluwani Femi Adebayo is on the red carpet. You would have seen that beautiful lady going up and down, doing interviews, and a team. So if she calls on you, please do respond to her. You're going to see everything online. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And DJ Boom Bam, thank you. And also to our esteemed band, the lovely Demola Susie Band. Thank you so much for the good job you're doing. We're going to enjoy together today. So straight to the business of today. Once again, it's MC Lovely all the way from Republic of Ireland. It's a privilege to be your host today, and like I said earlier, just right now as I'm speaking, I can see the representative of my father. Can we please all stand up? The representative of His Imperial Majesty, Ọọ̀ni Adéyẹyè Ẹniìtàn Ògúnwùsì, jìgìlì bí àti àkún, olórí aládé gbogbo, òtítí àrìkílẹ̀ omi tìtì, ọlọ́kẹ́ àdìmúlà, àkàndé ọmọ wúrà ọlá, ògbóúnjẹ fọ́yẹ̀jò, ògbóúnjẹ fọ́nílé, kábíyèsí Ọọ̀ni àdìmúlà ti Ilé Ifẹ̀ is well represented by kábíyèsí ọba HRM, His Royal Majesty Ọba Múráínà Adédìní, the Asọ́yà of Ilé Ìsọ́yà in Ilé Ifẹ̀. Kábíyèsí o, kábíyèsí ẹ bá mi ṣe kábíyèsí o. You're very welcome, sir. That's my own father that has just come in. How are you? Ẹ ṣé gan ni kábíyèsí ẹ kúrin o, ẹ káàbọ̀ o, ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. That was just right on time. So at this junction, I have the honor and privilege to invite Nurse Bukola first, who is going to be reading the citation of my darling, the convener, Olayinka Aremu Ebishemiju. I want Nurse Bukola to come here, to come and, Nurse here today, to read the citation of the convener. I know a little bit about her, but I don't know much. So the citation will tell it all. But I know that she's an assistant professor of nursing at one of the greatest universities in the world, in the Republic of Ireland, and a professional par excellence. But I'll leave the job to the person that's going to do it. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. I have the singular honor to read the citation of my mentor, in person of Nurse Olayinka Aremu. I want you to be upstanding, man. Olayinka Aremu is a dynamic academic, global healthcare leader, researcher, and serial entrepreneur with over 13 years of experience in nursing education, community health, and clinical practice. She's an assistant professor at University College Dublin, School of Nursing, Midwifery, and Health Science, and a doctoral researcher at Dublin City University, Ireland, focusing on a nurse-led co-designing care transition to improve discharge communication for older adults. Our research span integrated care for older person, care transition, healthcare innovation, migrant health, equality, diversity, and inclusion, bridging research, policy, and practice for vulnerable population. She served as research consultant for the Health and Wellbeing Subcommittee, coordinating a national study on healthcare access and quality for people of African descent, and contributes to the DD Health Map EU project, advancing digital health and healthcare education. Olayinka is the founder and CEO of NCO Healthcare Consulting Limited, supporting healthcare organizations globally in operational management, recruitment support, and healthcare training. She developed the Healthcare Experts, a high-impact executive coaching, an online course program helping nurses, doctors, and healthcare leaders transform ideas into sustainable business, advance careers, and achieve leadership impact. She recently founded AgeWell CareLink, formerly Respo Health Africa, an integrated care platform connecting older adults and family with trusted healthcare professionals for personalized elder care in Africa and beyond. Olayinka is an award-winning global healthcare leader. Olayinka is a focal advocate for diversity and inclusion. She's at this time served as the president of the Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives in Ireland. You can clap, please. Thank you. She's an executive director of African Nurses and Midwives in Ireland and a chair of AfriHealth Ireland. Join me this afternoon to welcome Nurse Olayinka Aremu.
We can actually do better than that. I think she deserves a standing ovation once more. Bóyá nǹkan tí olóyìnbó tó ń kà bí òkùnkùn ẹ jókòó ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Tí olóyìnbó yẹn tó ń kà tó ń sọ bí ọ̀pẹ rẹ̀ yẹn bóyá kémi tù ní Yorùbá torí àwọn màmá mi tán wà ń bí. Ká lè mọ̀ pé ọmọ tá a ní nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ ọmọlúwàbí nílẹ̀ Yorùbá gbogbo wa la mọ̀ pé tá a bá gbọ́ ọmọlúwàbí ọmọ tó ti léere jáde ọmọ tó ń bí tó tuntun rẹ̀ bí nínú ìlú tá à ń gbé àjọ ń gbé ní orílẹ̀-èdè Ireland ní Dublin to be specific. Mi ò fẹ́ kí mọ́mí ronú lẹ́nìí ni ó ní bí Ọláyínká ṣe jẹ́ sí mi ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́ mi nìyẹn ṣùgbọ́n látìgbà tí mo ti mọ̀ yẹn gẹ́rí gbogbo nǹkan tó ń kà yẹn ibi tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ gbogbo nọ́ọ̀sì tó jẹ́ nọ́ọ̀sì tó wá láti orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ọmọ wa yìí nílùú òyìnbó òun ló lórí gbogbo wọn ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi pàtẹ́wọ́ fún Association of Nigerian Nurses in Ireland gbogbo orílẹ̀-èdè bíi pé kí Nàìjíríà ṣe wà káwọn aráàlú mi wà wá bí kí wọ́n ní ẹni táwọn fi ṣe olórí òun ní bó ṣe rí lọ́hùn nìyẹn nílùú òyìnbó iṣẹ́ ribiribi ló ń ṣe ìkan nínú àwọn hospital tó tóbi jù nílùú wa ló ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀gá ni ó tún wá jẹ́ olùkọ́ni ní yunifásitì tá a bá ń ka yunifásitì lórílẹ̀-èdè Ireland University College Dublin we call it UCD ó jẹ́ ọ̀kan pàtàkì tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ Ivy Tower that is our Ivy Tower tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ OAU bí tẹ́ ń gbọ́ University Ìbàdàn nígbà tí University ń jẹ́ fásitì bí UCD ṣe rí lọ́hùn ọ̀gá ni nínú yunifásitì tó tún ń kọ́ àwọn tó fẹ́ di nọ́ọ̀sì bíi tiẹ̀ tí bá ní kí n máa ka gbogbo iṣẹ́ àní kúrò ń bí lẹ́nu ṣùgbọ́n ẹ kàn máa bá mi fi àdúrà ràn lọ́wọ́ wípé nǹkan tó rí lọ́hùn òun ló gbé wá sílé tó fẹ́ wá fi lọ́lẹ̀ kẹjẹ ká gbárùkù tí ẹ̀yin ìyá lọ́jà ọjà tẹ́ fi ń pọmọ tí ò ń jábọ́ ẹ bá mi fi pọ́n ó máa fẹ́ nu ara ẹ̀ ṣàlàyé nǹkan tó wá ṣe lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí nígbà tó dẹ̀ ti pè mí tó sọ fún mi pé àǹtí mi mo fẹ́ ṣe báyìí mo ní máa nìṣó àti mo lọ sọ́dọ̀ bàbá wa olórí aládé gbogbo wọ́n ti ṣàdúrà fún wọn ní kó máa lọ kò séwu torí ìyẹn ni bàbá ṣe ni ó yẹ káwọn wà ń bí lẹ́ni kábíyèsí sì máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ní tẹ́ ẹ ti rí bàbá ti wà ń bí lẹ́ni náà nìyẹn nítorí pé bàbá fẹ́ràn àwọn ọ̀dọ́ tó bá tún wá rí àwọn ọ̀dọ́ tó ń ṣerú nǹkan tí Ọláyínká ń ṣe inú wọn máa ń dùn wọ́n ní kí n sọ fún wa kábíyèsí máa jíṣẹ́ wọn láìpẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbé wọn ní kábíyèsí ní tó pòwe wọ́n ní ẹnu onípọ̀n láti ń gbọ́ kọ̀ọ̀hún. I like to call her that name because I want to call her professor in a while. She's a PhD holder at the moment, but she's going to be as Professor Olayinka in view. So I'm going to call her Professor in view today. Professor Nurse Olayinka. She's my role model. Even though she's my younger sister, she's a role model. Ọmọ tó fi ń tọrọ ọmọ ni Yínká. Mo ní rírí tí mo rí ẹ mo mọ̀ pé lè sọ ẹ́ Yínká. Rírí tí mo rí ẹ mo mọ̀ pé lè sọ ẹ́. Rírí tí mo rí ẹ mo mọ̀ pé lè sọ ẹ́. Ilé sọ ẹ́ ilé ti sọ ẹ́. Ondo State wa ò ní kábàámọ̀ kó padà wálẹ̀. Yes, she deserves all the accolades. I am a fugue. Yes, God bless you.
Thank you so much. Please let's give ourselves a round of applause. Let's give God a round of applause. I want to give God all the glory. Mo lè má lè sọ Yorùbá bí tiwọn. Ṣùgbọ́n màmá mu díẹ̀. Màmá mix ẹ̀ àti àṣepọ̀. Mo kí gbogbo wa o. Kábíyèsí, thank you so much, sir. Thank you for the reception. Thank you for the love. Adeapelori, sir. I greet all our special guests. I know she has mentioned all the names. And I want to thank my mom, Mama AgeWell. Thank you for all the support. They say standing on existing protocol. But I have to mention, certain people. Most of the people here, mo wà pé ẹ tí rí mi rí. But nígbà tí ẹ gbọ́ pé wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan, ẹ wá. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fún wa látẹ̀wọ́ again. Mo fẹ́ tọrọ àforíjì ṣáájú in case I miss anything. Tí n bá ṣe any mistake, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ foríjì mi, ọmọdé ni mí. Mama sọ Yorùbá, àwọn náà máa tún interpret it later because we've been here for a while. Pàtàkì jùlọ mo fẹ́ kí àwọn màmá méjì kan tí a bá níbí. The time for this event was 11 a.m. But adébí ní 8 o'clock. A bá àwọn màmá méjì kan, wọ́n ti débí láti 7:30. What does that tell us? That this event is very important to them. Tó bá wà níbí báyìí, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ juwọ́ yín sókè. Àwọn màmá méjì yẹn, àwọn náà kọ́kọ́ débí. Ẹ bá wa pàtẹ́ fún wọn. Ẹ ṣé gan-an. So I'll just go straight away. I wrote down a piece because Timani kí n sọ̀rọ̀, ní kúrò níbí báyìí. Dear distinguished guests and partners, every day, Africans care for people's parents in hospitals and homes around the world. Nígbà tí mo lọ sí ìlú Ireland, mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣiṣẹ́ níbi tí wọ́n pè ní nursing home, ibi tí wọ́n ti ń tọ́jú àwọn àgbàlagbà. Ibẹ̀ ni mo ti rí wípé ìtọ́jú wà fún àwọn arúgbó. Mo wá wẹ̀yìn wò, mo wo ibi tí mo ti ń bọ̀, mo rí bí a ṣe ń ṣe sáwọn arúgbó wa pé kò bójúmu. This contradiction moved me to build a bridge, one that connects families, professionals, and older adults through technology and compassion. AgeWell CareLink is that bridge. It's a commitment to make care accessible, connected, and dignified for every older person. So today I want to welcome every one of us to the official launch and inaugural conference of AgeWell CareLink. Please let's give God a round of applause. This vision, born from compassion, refined by research, and powered by innovation. For many years, working with older adults across settings in the home, abroad, this has taught me something vital, that Africa is aging fast, but our systems are not keeping pace. Àwọn àgbàlagbà wa tí a bá rí wọn gbà míì, ó máa dàbí ẹni pé kò sí ẹni tó náání wọn. Ó jẹ́ ìtìjú fún mi, mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ó jẹ́ ìtìjú fún wa náà. If you look at these older people, they've invested their life. You are here. Ẹ ti tọ́jú wa, ẹ ti tọ́jú orílẹ̀-èdè, ẹ ti tọ́jú ìlú yín, ẹ ti tọ́jú àdúgbò yín. But the question is, ta ló ń tọ́jú yín? Báwo la ṣe ń tọ́jú àwọn àgbà wa? Mo dẹ̀ máa ń béèrè question kan tí n bá ti ṣe webinar. Ta ló fẹ́ dàgbà nínú wa? Ẹ jẹ́ ká nawọ́ sókè. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ dàgbà, èmi fẹ́ dàgbà o. Ta ló fẹ́ tètè kú? Kò sí? Okay. Tó bá ti jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó yẹ pé gbogbo wa la máa dàgbà. Bá fẹ́ bí akọ. And for you to know that rate tí àwọn èèyàn fi ń dàgbà is on the increase. That means we are having more older people. But are they living well? Wọ́n dàgbà, but ṣé wọ́n dàgbà nínú ìrọ̀rùn, nínú ìlera, àbí nínú ìyà àti àìlera? So this is what AgeWell CareLink is all about. A fẹ́ kí àwọn àgbàlagbà wa kọ́ máa dàgbà dáadáa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ wípé dàgbà darúgbó dáadáa. That's the summary of AgeWell. AgeWell, dàgbà darúgbó dáadáa. The theme of this conference is Caring Forward, building an integrated and responsive care system for the older people in Nigeria and beyond. What does caring forward mean? Like I said, gbogbo wa la máa dàgbà. Gbogbo wa la máa dàgbà dáadáa lágbára Ọlọ́run. Nǹkan tí a bá ṣe nílẹ̀ àbí ṣe bí Yorùbá máa ń sọ, àṣẹ ilẹ̀ òun ni àbọ̀ wá bá. Bàbá ṣe tọ́jú àwọn àgbà wa ń sìn, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣe máa tọ́jú wa. So this is a question to you. Ṣé bí mo ṣe fẹ́ kó tọ́jú mi ni mo ṣe ń tọ́jú àwọn àgbà? Bó jẹ́ bàbá ẹni àbí ìyá ni o, àbí neighbor, àbí ẹni tẹ́ ti ẹ̀ pàdé lójú títì àbí nínú ọjà, àbí ní kí náà pé bus stop. Báwo la ṣe ń tọ́jú wọn? So the care system that we set up today, and this is speaking to not just individuals, our government, our society, organizations, healthcare providers. The care system that we set up today is what we will also grow into. So the question we want to ask ourselves is this the right care that we deserve? So caring forward is not just a phrase, it's a philosophy. It reminds us that compassion must evolve into action, and action must lead to systems that sustain care beyond individuals. Lánàá a ṣe training kan, mo wà ní Ifẹ̀, mo lọ sílé Ifẹ̀, and we were having this conversation. Àwa ń bi wọ́n pé báwo ni àwọn àgbà? A mọ̀ pé wọ́n slow. Màmá, kí ló dé ṣe báyìí? Kí ló dé wá ń ṣe bí kíní báyìí? Our attitude must change towards the older people, because àwọn kọ́ ló ṣe ra wọn bẹ́ẹ̀. Our attitude must change with compassion, pẹ̀lú àánú sí wọn. I'm very passionate about older people. Like I said, mo ń tọ́jú àwọn àgbàlagbà, àwọn òbí ẹlòmíì tí mi ò mọ̀ rí. My mom is here, and sometimes even to get carer to look after her it's war. My siblings are also here. We'll be looking for driver. Every month, she might change driver 4 times. And out of those 4 times, maybe 2 of them will steal her money. Some of them will abuse her financially. And the same thing happens. We have to change this culture. But what I'm just here to do, not ceremony, is to preach this to us that we must change the care culture towards the older person. Please tell your neighbor, change. Ẹ sọ fún wọn ọgbọ́n. Ẹ sọ fún wọn dáadáa. Ẹ ṣe gan. Ó dà pọ́n ti gbọ́. Wà á ti máa gbọ́ pé Olúwa dára sí mi o. Ẹ sọ fún wọn pé wọ́n ti máa gbọ́ pé AgeWell CareLink ti dé. So today, I invite everyone, families, caregivers, professionals, policymakers, and communities to play a role where you are. Start from yourself. Start from yourself. Because aging is everyone's business. That is my slogan. Say it with me. Aging is everyone's business. Let's say it. So say, aging is my business. Thank you very much. Let's enjoy the rest of the day.
We can do better than that. For the CEO, for the convener, for the brain behind AgeWell. Wọ́n ní ká dàgbà, ká darúgbó dáadáa. Ọlọ́run ò ní fi ọjọ́ alẹ́ fi ni wá lára. Ní kúkúrú èdè mo mọ̀ pé ó sọ Yorùbá, ó sọ àwọn òyìnbó kan. Gbogbo wa tá bá kọ́ délùú òyìnbó. Bóyá ẹ jẹ́ dọ́tọ̀ àbí ẹ jẹ́ nǹkan kó ní bóníkálùkù ṣe délùú òyìnbó. Èèyàn míì máa gbàwé iṣẹ́ lọ, èèyàn míì máa gbọ̀nà ẹ̀yìn, ó máa gboríṣiríṣi. Iṣẹ́ tí púpọ̀ nínú wa máa ń kọ́kọ́ ṣe ní iṣẹ́ ká tọ́jú arúgbó. Gẹ́gẹ́ bó náà ṣe sọ, iṣẹ́ tèmi náà kọ́kọ́ ṣe nígbà tí mo débẹ̀ nìyẹn, about 25 years ago. Ìyẹn náà ló fún èmi náà ní àǹfààní. Mo sì ní bàbá, mo níyà. My father is about 90, my mom is about 85. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ní ìtọ́jú tó dáa nítorí pé experience tí mo ní nínú ẹnu iṣẹ́ tí mo ṣe lọ́hùn. Tẹ́ bá délé àwọn òbí mi, mo gba olùtọ́jú 3 tán run shift ní Adó Èkìtì tán tọ́jú wọn. Nígbà tèmi àti ẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ náà mo ṣàlàyé fún. Ṣùgbọ́n ibi tó kù sí ni wípé a ní láti ní ètò àwọn tó máa tọ́jú àwọn àgbàlagbà wa bí wọ́n ṣe ní máa fìyà jẹ wọ́n, bí wọ́n ṣe ní máa jà wọ́n lólè. Olè tán máa ń jà wọ́n náà ni pé bíi pé káwọn ọmọ fowó ránṣẹ́ kọ́ máa ná bó ṣe yẹ kán ná. Ṣùgbọ́n tí a bá gbérú ètò yìí kalẹ̀ tá a ní ilé-iṣẹ́ tàbí olùdarí kan tó ń bójútó àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ yẹn, ó máa jẹ́ kí ọjọ́ alẹ́ yẹn kó rọrùn fún àwọn àgbàlagbà bó ṣe rọrùn fún àwọn tìlú òyìnbó. Mo rántí nígbà tí bàbá mi ní stroke, nítorí ẹ̀kọ́ la wá kọ́ńbílẹ̀ ní màmá mi ní àwọn àfáà ti wá, àwọn wòlíì ti wá, wọ́n ní àwọn 9 kan ló wà ń di ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ onímọ́mì, kò sẹ́ni tó wà ń di ọ̀rọ̀ kankan. Dádì ti ní high blood pressure láti ọdún bíi 10, stroke náà ló máa ń gbẹ̀yìn ẹ̀. What we need is called care plan. A máa ṣe ètò bí wọ́n ṣe máa tọ́jú wọn. Bàbá mi ṣì wà láyé lẹ́yìn ọdún 9 tó ti ní, ó ti ní 3 episodes of stroke, but nítorí pé a lè manage it through medical care, through medical personnel. Wọ́n wà nílé, ó ti jẹun láàárọ̀ ìkín tó kúrò ládó. Tó bá máa di 12, ẹ̀mẹ́rin ló ń jẹun lóòjọ́. Bí ó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé wọ́n ń gbé wọn dìde, wọ́n ń gbé wọn jókòó, ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n sì ń gbé ìgbé ayé tó yẹ kí àgbàlagbà kó máa gbé. Irú ètò báyìí ni Ọláyínká ń sọ nínú àwọn nǹkan tó sọ pé nǹkan tá a rí náà ló jẹ́ ká fi wá kó irú nǹkan báyìí jọ pé ìtọ́jú arúgbó tó ráwa náà máa dàgbà lọ́jọ́ kan, a fẹ́ kí àwọn arúgbó wa máa jìyà mọ́. Ìtumọ̀ AgeWell nìyẹn, dàgbà darúgbó dáradára. Thank you so much, my convener. Just before we move on, I want to also specially recognize Comrade Nurse Felix Orobode, the State Chairman, National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives, Ondo State. Thank you so much, and thank you for the good job you're doing within the community. Also, Mrs. Mary Abu Aliu, Director of Nursing Services, Ondo State Ministry of Health. Thank you so much, ma. Tẹ́bá ti rí àwọn nọ́ọ̀sì ẹ máa pàtẹ́wọ́, láì sáwọn nọ́ọ̀sì àmàlè dàgbà ká darúgbó dáadáa, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa kí wọn dáadáa. Also, Dr. Adeyemo Cecilia from the University of Medical Science in Ondo. Thank you so much for finding time to be here. I also have the representative of His Royal Majesty, the Obalogun of Igoba Kingdom in Akure North, Honorable Olorunimbe Ameto, and Engineer Adeola Damilola. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for representing His Royal Majesty here today. Also, Engineer Ade, that is the General Chairman of Igoba Landlord Association. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀, ẹ bá wa máa ṣàlàyé nínú ìletò, nínú àdúgbò, ní gbogbo community wa pé a fẹ́ máa dàgbà ká darúgbó dáradára, nǹkan tí AgeWell tó wà fún nìyẹn. Also, I want to specially recognize Ìyálọ́jà Ọ̀dà, Mrs. Adéwùmí Fọláṣadé. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀, ẹ̀yin ìyálọ́jà wa, ẹ máa bá wa sọ fún wọn nínú ọjà pé àti gbétò kalẹ̀ bí wọ́n ṣe máa tọ́jú arúgbó. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. And a small list that we have will continue on the roll call of, like I said earlier on, you are all very important here. Thank you so much. So the next thing we are doing on our program is the keynote speech by one of our super guests of honor here today, Professor Khadija Toyin Musa from Faculty of Nursing Science, Federal University of Otuoke, Federal University at Otuoke, all the way from Bayelsa State. Can we please give a big round of applause to Professor Khadija Toyin Musa, a professor of nursing at the Faculty of Nursing Science. Do we have her here? But is ably represented because she's unavoidably absent here today, but she's ably represented by Dr. Sadiq Adetunji Adekola. Please to give the keynote address on behalf of Professor Khadija Musa. Can we please give him a big round of applause? Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I sent it. I sent the slide to you. Or should I go ahead without problem? Good afternoon, everyone. Ẹ kúlé o gbogbo àwọn ará Ondo, Ondo State. Yes, ma'am. Our royal father of the day, Kábíyèsí Ọọ̀ni Ọba Adéyẹyè Ògúnwùsì Ọ̀jájá, ably represented by Kábíyèsí, His Royal Majesty Ọba Muraina Adédìní Kábíyèsí. I use His Royal Majesty to greet all the royal fathers in our midst. The representative of the government officials, our Mama Iyaloja, representative of Iyaloja here, ẹ jẹ́ ká fi yé wọn pọ́lọ́jà lónìí ìjọba, a ó fi yé wọn pọ́lọ́jà lónìí ìjọba, àwa nìyá dókítà, àwọn nìyá lọ́yà, wọ́n ó fi yé wọn pọ́lọ́jà lónìí ìjọba. Thank you, ma. Thank you. Mo kí ẹ̀yin bàbá mi àti màmá mi tẹ́ wà níjókòó. I'm here in two capacities. First is to represent Professor Khadijat Toyin Musa, a professor of community public health nursing from Federal University Otuoke and University of Abuja. The second capacity is as a participant for this program. Because ọmọdé ni mí, mo fẹ́ dàgbà, mo sì fẹ́ dàgbà dáadáa, according to the theme of the event. So, Your Excellency, distinguished government officials, esteemed colleagues in healthcare, our respected elders, the Kábíyèsís, representative of non-government organizations, academia, innovators, community leaders, and the visionary founder and CEO of AgeWell CareLink, Assistant Professor Olayinka Olaitan Aremu. I thank you for the honor of inviting me to give the keynote address at this groundbreaking event dedicated to older persons in Nigeria. Today marks a historic moment, not just for Ondo State, but for Nigerians' future of elder care. We are gathered to launch a movement that speaks to dignity, humanity, and the moral identity of our nation. Aging in Nigeria, the aging landscape. The narrative that Nigeria is a young country is changing rapidly. Nigerians are living longer. Chronic conditions such as hypertension, diabetes, stroke, dementias, arthritis are increasing. Social structures that are used to support older persons, extended families, communal caregiving, close-knit neighborhoods are weakening due to urbanization, migration, and economic pressure. Yet, our healthcare system has not evolved at the same pace. Aging in Nigeria, what older Nigerians face? What are the challenges that our older people face in Nigeria? Number one is fragmented and uncoordinated care. high out-of-pocket health expenses, poor access to geriatric professionals, neglect, isolation, and in some cases, elder abuse, limited community-based support systems. This is the care gap that we are all here to bridge. Why integrated care matters. An integrated health system ensures that an older person does not have to navigate life alone. Through hospitals, primary health centers, community health workers, family caregiving, social services, and digital health systems. Integration means continuity, coordination, and connection. Then we have this question to ask: who is caring for the older people? How coordinated is that care, and do the outcomes reflect dignity, wellness, and independence? What the keynote speaker is, the message the keynote speaker is sending is that the kind of care, the kind of challenges that our older people face in homes, communities, and in the society.
KBAC is represented by His Royal Majesty, another father of mine, who has also lived abroad for many years, and he understands exactly what we're doing here today. His Royal Majesty, Ọba Muraina Adedini, the Asoya of Ile Isoya in Ile Ife. Ẹ bá mi ṣe kábíyèsí o. Kábíyèsí o.
Ká sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo àwọn ènìyàn tí wọ́n gbọ́ nípa ọjọ́ alẹ́ àwọn àgbà tí gbogbo wọn péjọ síbí, àtẹni tí ó fẹ́ mọ bá ṣe ń tọ́jú àgbà, àtẹni tó mọ bá ṣe ń tọ́jú àgbà, àti ẹni tí ó fẹ́ kí ọjọ́ alẹ́ òun kó dára. Mo kí gbogbo yín o, ẹ káàsán o, ẹ káàsán o. Ní orúkọ bàbá wa Ọọ̀ni Ìṣàgbà, Kábíyèsí Aláìlúwà Ọọ̀ni Adéyẹyè ẹni ìtàn Babátúndé Àkàndé Ògúnwùsì Ọ̀jájá the second, Àrólé Oòduà Ọọ̀ni tilẹ̀ Ifẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n wà ní ìdí ètò yìí pátápátá. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ gbé kalẹ̀ àti gbogbo àwọn tó ṣe agbátẹrù ẹ̀, mo kí gbogbo yín ní orúkọ bàbá wa. Ẹ ṣe ẹkú ìfọ̀mọ́ ènìyàn ṣe, àdúrà yín gbà ó, àṣeyọrí lè máa ṣe. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i, mo kí Honourable Commissioner for Health Ondo State, Ìyá Lọ́jà General in Ondo State, and all well-aged men and women around here. I greet you all. Àwọn àgbàlagbà tó wà ń bí tó ti dàgbà, mo kí màmá tí mo jókòó tì, màmá olóríire, màmá tó bí Ọláyínká, mo kí yín o. Mo kí ẹ kú àdúró tí o, àdúrà yẹn máa gbà. Màmá tó bí ọmọ olóríire, màmá tó yó olóríire, mo kí yín o. My darling sister MC Lovely, mo kí yín o. Torí ibi tó bá ti dára báyìí láti máa ń bá ẹ̀yin. Inú mi dùn pé mo bá yín bí ẹ ṣe wọn kó rí ẹ ṣe gan ni. All other protocols duly observed. Bàlọ́ fún mi yóò gbọ́dọ̀. ẹ má bínú pé nǹkan tí bàbá wa ní ká sọ ń bì èdè òyìnbó ni mo fẹ́ fi sọ tí bá dẹ̀ rí èèyàn tó lè ràn mí lọ́wọ́ láti máa tú ní ìbádẹ́ dáadẹ́ o ṣùgbọ́n níwọ̀nba màá sọ òyìnbó díẹ̀ màá dẹ̀ fi Yorùbá parí ẹ̀ bí mo ṣe rò nìyẹn ṣé bá mi gbà bẹ́ẹ̀. I stand here before you today with a great honor and deep humility as I represent His Imperial Majesty Ooni Adeyemi Babatunde Ogunwusi Ojajatu, the Awole Odo and the spiritual head of the Yoruba race worldwide. At this historic and visionary gathering, His Imperial Majesty had sent undeserved apology that he could not be able to be here because Baba's style, his own style, is whereby you do something that will last forever, something that will create something that will be like a legacy, that when we mention something good, Ooni Adeyemi Ogunwusi is always there. He's the one who will say, okay, I will spearhead this, but he has sent his undeserved apology because he wanted to be here for one reason or the other. He couldn't be here. So on his behalf, I say we are sorry. His Imperial Majesty send His royal blessings, warm felicitations, and unwavering support for this noble initiative. AgeWell CareLink, and to all who have worked tirelessly to make this launch a reality. The whole name wishes to be known that any effort dedicated to the dignity, well-being, and protection of our elders is an effort anchored in the highest value in Yoruba civilization. The only, like you know, he believes Yoruba believe àgbà òun ni ó máa ń gbà ní pé ó yẹ ká máa fi ìbà fún àgbà ní gbogbo ìgbà torí pé láìsí àgbà kò lè sọmọdé ìgbà tí àgbà wà lábímọ tí ọmọ ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn àgbà. So bàbá ní ẹ jẹ́ ká fi àgbà ká fi àpọ́nlé fún wọn torí láìsí àwọn ìyá àti bàbá tó ń bí wa á jẹ́ nǹkan kan. Ẹjúbà fágbà àgbà ní gbà ní ẹjúbà fágbà ẹjúbà fágbà. Therefore, an initiative such as AgeWell CareLink, which seeks honor, empower, and care for our senior citizens, resonates deeply with the philosophy and spiritual heritage of Ile-Ife, the cradle of humanity and the home of ancestral wisdom. Today's launch is not just a ceremony. It is a declaration that Nigeria and Africa are ready to rethink how we honor our elders and combining digital innovation, community-driven care, health system integration, and cultural values of Omoluabi, respect, and intergenerational solidarity. We commend the founder Assistant Professor Olayinka Olayitunaremu for transforming compassion into innovation and for demonstrating the modern technology can work hand in hand with African values. Your vision brings hope not only to our elders but to families, caregivers, and policymakers across the nation. The theme of this event, Caring Forward, building integrated care system for the older generation in Nigeria and beyond, is perfectly aligned with the teachings of our ancestors. Àgbà kì í wà lọ́jà kí orí ọmọ tuntun kó wọ́. Where our elders are present, a community drives. Our elders are the living libraries of our culture, custodian of our wisdom, history, spirituality, and values. They deserve dignity, access to good health care, social connections, emotional support, and the comforts of knowing they are valued and not forgotten. The House of Oduduwa stands firmly behind any effort that ensure that our elders age with grace, honor, and well-being. His Imperial Majesty emphasized that elder care is a shared responsibility. Government must create supportive policies, community must uphold the cultural duty, families must renew traditional bonds, and citizens must treat elders as blessings, not burdens. AgeWell Care has opened a chapter, one that blends innovation with culture, compassion with technology, and global best practice with African wisdom. Let us all embrace this movement. On behalf of His Imperial Majesty, I commend the organizer of this event, the policymakers, and the health experts present, the elders whose presence graces the gathering, and all partners committed to the championing elder care in Nigeria. The only pledge continue support for initiatives to strengthen communities, preserve dignity, and advance the welfare of young and old alike. As we launch AgeWell Care, AgeWell CareLink today, may it grow into the model for Nigeria and Africa and the world. May our elders enjoy peace, longevity, and comfort. May our community rediscover the joy of intergenerational harmony. And may this initiative flourish under the divine guidance and ancestral blessings. Once more, on behalf of His Imperial Majesty, Oni Ade Enitan Ogunwusi, I say, Igba Oni Ola ọjọ́ ọ̀la gbogbo yín á dára o ní agbára Ọlọ́run ọmọ alálùbáríkà lọ́lọ́ máa fún wa Ọlọ́run á tọ́jú wa o ọjọ́ alẹ́ wa kò ní rí rádaràda o bàbá ní ká kí wípé gbogbo ẹni tó péjọ síbí ẹni pépé ìyá o àlàáfíà lẹ débi àlàáfíà lẹ máa padà sílẹ̀ o ẹni tó tó nǹkan tó tó ìwò mo kí yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i Ọlọ́run àti yín lẹ́yìn o àṣeyọrí ló máa ṣe ẹ ṣé.
Ẹ bá mi ṣe kábíyèsí o kábíyèsí o kábíyèsí ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ ẹ túbọ̀ pẹ́ fún wa o thank you DJ nítorí àwọn àgbàlagbà wa tán wà ń bí bí bàbá ṣe sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan wọ́n ní òyìnbó ni pé a máa tu díẹ̀díẹ̀ bàbá wa Ọọ̀ni òrìṣà Ọọ̀ni àdìmúlà àti Ilé Ifẹ̀ olórí aládé gbogbo jìgbìnìjìgbìnì bí àtẹ àkún ògbóúnjẹ fàlejò ògbóúnjẹ fónílé àlàká ọmọ àpáàrà àǹjọ̀nú aborídèpẹ̀nù kábíyèsí o wọ́n ní ká kí gbogbo àwa tá a wábílẹ̀ ní pàápàá jùlọ ẹni tó gbérú nǹkan báyìí sílẹ̀ wọ́n ní gbogbo ògbà pé táwọn bá ti rí nǹkan tó dáa báyìí bí mo ṣe ti sọ ṣáájú lẹ́ẹ̀kan wípé irú àwọn nǹkan báyìí làwọn máa ń fẹ́ rí láwùjọ wa pàápàá jùlọ wọ́n nítorí ọjọ́ ogún bá lè àgbà ní gbani wọ́n ní àgbà kì í wà lọ́jà kórè ọmọ tuntun wọ́ wọ́n ní irú àwọn ètò báyìí làwọn fẹ́ máa rí wọ́n ló jẹ́ nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé ó máa ń mú kí ìgbèríko ìletò kí wọ́n wà papọ̀ láti máa tọ́jú àwọn arúgbó wa láti máa jẹ́ ká rí wípé ọjọ́ alẹ́ wọn kò nira kò ṣòro gbogbo nǹkan báyìí náà ni bàbá wa máa ń ṣe ní àgbàlá wọn nínú ààfin wọn tó yẹ pé gbogbo àwọn olórí tẹ́ rí ní ààfin yẹn iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ń ṣe jù ní láti máa tọ́jú àwọn arúgbó ní ọdọọdún láìpẹ́ lẹ́nujọ́ mẹ́ta yìí bàbá máa ń ṣọdún fún gbogbo àwọn arúgbó nílé Ifẹ̀ àwọn arúgbó tó ti lé ní 100 ọdún wọ́n wà nílé Ifẹ̀ ó ní ọdọọdún wọn á raṣọ fún wọn wọ́n á ṣe patí fún wọn láti jẹ́ kí wọ́n mọ̀ wípé kò sẹ́ni tó gbàgbé wọn nítorí náà irú nǹkan tí Ọláyínká ọmọ wa tó gbé wá kalẹ̀ yìí bàbá ní àwọn fọwọ́ sí pé ó dẹ̀ ní àtìlẹ́yìn wọn gbogbo ìrànlọ́wọ́ tó bá fẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ wọ́n ní ká sọ fún àwọn ìjọba kí wọ́n ṣe àwọn ètò wọ́n pè ní pọ́lísì àwọn olóyìnbó wà níbí àwọn kọmíṣánná wa àwọn gbogbo wà níbí pé ká ṣe àwọn òfin tí ó máa mú kí ọjọ́ alẹ́ àwọn àgbàlagbà kó má máa ní ìṣòro kí wọ́n sọ̀pọ̀tì ẹ̀ àwọn tó wà ní House of Assembly tó wà ní Senate tó wà ní Rep kí wọ́n bá wa pàṣẹ bill tó máa jẹ́ kí irú nǹkan tó gbé wáyé kó lè fẹsẹ̀ múlẹ̀ káfòfin dé bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe nílùú òyìnbó irú àwọn tó máa ṣiṣẹ́ láti tọ́jú arúgbó kí wọ́n má fìyà jẹ wọ́n nítorí pé wọ́n là ń sọ màmá wa wà ń bí àwọn òbí tèmi wà ń lé a lè wà pẹ̀lú wọn àwọn èèyàn kan ló máa ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn iṣẹ́ yẹn làwa wá lọ sọ́hùn àwọn tó bá wà ń bí kí wọ́n fún wọn ní ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bí wọ́n ṣe ń tọ́jú arúgbó a mọ̀ pé tó bá ti dàgbà arúgbó máa ń kanra ká máa bá wọn fìfẹ́ lò nítorí pé kí ni èyí tí wọ́n máa lò kò tó èyí tí wọ́n ti lò sẹ́yìn èyí tó dẹ̀kù tó fẹ́ lò yẹn kí wọ́n gbé nínú ìgbé ìrọ̀rùn gbogbo àwọn nǹkan báyìí ni bàbá wa sọ wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣàdúrà wọ́n wúre fún wa wípé ọjọ́ alẹ́ ò ní nira fún gbogbo wa àgbà òdẹ̀ ní tán lórí ilẹ̀ o kábíyèsí o kábíyèsí thank you so much so that's a little bit I can say about what our father the head of the spiritual head of all the Yoruba race in the world is Imperial Majesty Ọọ̀ni Adéyẹyẹ Ẹnìtàn Babátúndé Ògúnwùsì Ọ̀jájá the second CFR tí wọ́n fi ránṣẹ́ sí wa láti Ilé Ifẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ ní kí abẹ̀yìn ìyẹn ni wọ́n kọ́kọ́ sọ pé irú nǹkan báyìí ló yẹ káwọn wà ń bẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n fún ìdí kan àbí òmíràn àwa náà mọ gbogbo rògbòdìyàn tó ń lọ ní àwọn agbègbè wa irú iṣẹ́ yẹn ni wọ́n bá lọ láti rí wípé ogun ò jà wá látẹ̀yìn ogun ò ní jà wá o àwọn ẹni bí yìí wọn ò ní rójú tú ọ̀nà wa Ọlọ́run á bá wa mú gbogbo wọn àní wà nù ilé ká fọrùn kọ́ ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. So just to move ahead, I also want to at this junction especially recognize Mrs. Aderonke Ibitoye, the Director of Business Development and Client Relations, Ondo State Contributory Health Commission. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I also want to specially recognize, we don't know that he has been here all the while, Ẹ bá mi mú wọn wá síwájú, àwọn tó jẹ́ kí ọjọ́ ìní tó wà lára àwọn tó jẹ́ kọjọ́ ìní ṣe é ṣe.
the president of Nigeria Medical Association, Ondo State, Dr. Alonge, is the chairman of Nigerian Medical Association. Àwọn náà gbà wá láyé, àwọn náà gbà wá lálejò. Ọjọ́ nǹkan ẹ̀yẹ wọn ní fi yín pamọ́ sà. Oní ìkọlà ń jẹ́ ó ṣe. If there is no medical association in Ondo State, we won't be here. Thank you so much for all your support, sir. Thank you. We really appreciate you. We appreciate you. And just before you sit down, sir, so that you don't... the chairman, sir, we would like to have you on the stage to give your own goodwill message. Yeah, thank you, sir. Even if it's just 1 minute, just before you sit down. Can we please clap for our Dr. Alonge, please?
Somebody worship, somebody praise, somebody worship, somebody praise.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mr. Aderonke Bitoye, we recognize you. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
A kí àwọn bàbá wa àti ìyá wa tí ẹ wà nínú ilé o, ẹ káàsán o, kábíyèsí o. I want to stand on all established protocols. On behalf of the Nigerian Medical Association, we want to welcome every distinguished guests, and some of our colleagues are around, our fathers and mothers that are also here. We must say that we are really very happy to be in your midst, and particularly at this August occasion of the launch of AgeWell CareLink. This occasion marks a significant milestone in our collective quest to improve healthcare and quality healthcare for the elderly. As professionals, we understand the unique challenges that the elderly face. Many of us are professionals around. I have my colleagues here. The chairman of the nursing association in the state is here. You're welcome, my brother. And all our colleagues in the ministry. So as professionals, we understand the unique challenges. Àwọn àgbà wa, èèyàn mẹ́ta nínú mẹ́wàá ló máa ń rí ìtọ́jú tó péye, ló máa ń rí èèyàn mẹ́ta sí mẹ́rin nínú mẹ́wàá. And the reason for it is not so far-fetched. One, àgbà míì ti dàgbà tó yẹ pé kò tẹ̀lé jáde mọ́nú ilé àti lọ sí hospital kó gba care kó gba ìtọ́jú ó ti di ṣòro. So such elders will have to rely on support groups, their family members and friends to provide care for them. And many of the care is also out of pocket. So they have to take money out of the pocket to pay. Those are the things that are limiting the aged or the elderly who are no longer working to access care. And so, particularly, we are very happy that AgeWell CareLink is coming up with, digital innovations that will bridge the gap. Gbogbo ohun tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ìtọ́jú àwọn àgbààgbà, wọ́n ń wo nǹkan tí a lè ṣe láti rí pé ìtọ́jú tó péye ó wà fún gbogbo àwọn tó ti dàgbà nínú ìlú. So we appreciate this initiative under Mrs. Olayinka Aremu, also Prof. Nursing, Ireland. You are welcome, man. And we also commend you for what you are doing. To us, it is very inspiring, it's very encouraging, and it's a pointer to the fact that we can have homegrown solutions to our challenges. And now we also believe that it will also comprehend or complement what government is doing in ensuring that quality health care is made available to our elders. Your work will undoubtedly inspire many others to follow suit. And the Nigerian Medical Association of Ondo State will pledge our support to this initiative, and we commend this noble endeavor. I wish AgeWell CareLink continued success, and we look forward to fruitful collaborations. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of our citizens, particularly the elderly ones. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We can do better than that. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ sir. We need to run quickly because of our time. We still have a little bit to do. Please, do we have the representative of the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs here? Okay, maybe while we're waiting for that, I want to call on our mother. Ṣé mọ̀ pé gbogbo nǹkan inú ọjà náà ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀? Mo láyọ̀ láti pe màmá mi, màmá dáadáa, ìyá àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké, ìyá gbogbo ìyá tó ń kẹ́gbẹ́ jọ, ìyá tó ní ọ̀já àrán tó fi ń pọmọ tí ò ní já láéláé. I want to call on the Iyaloja General herself, Mama Dada Chief Mrs. Oluwakemi Adedapo Aishiga, Ààrẹ Iyaloja of Ondo State. Ẹ bá mi kọrin wọn yẹn lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí àwọn Iyaloja dá. Lọ́jà ni wá o. Àwọn nìyá ọba pàápàá, àwọn nìyá àjòyè. Kẹ́pẹ́ fún wa mà.
Thank you, ma. Permit me to stand on the sitting protocol. Kábíyèsí o, mo kí orí adé o, mo kí màmá ẹ kú oríire ní iṣẹ́ yín yọ, iṣẹ́ yín ò ní bàjẹ́. My sister, I want to congratulate you for taking this bold step. Honestly, our aged are not well taken care of in Africa. In Africa, I don't want to say in Nigeria, because when you compare us with Western world, we are zero. I was somewhere sometimes ago and I visited a home and I saw the way they were taking care of a 92-year-old man. The caregiver bathed him, wore pampers for him, and the man pooed immediately. If it were to be in Nigeria, they will insult him or call no. Àwọn nurse máa ń lọ yàn ní Nàìjíríà o. Téèyàn bá ń bímọ gan máa ń gbàǹdì. That is the truth. Let's face it. This lady changed the pampers and kissed the man and said, "Don't do it again. John, don't do it again. I love you." What I'm trying to say in short is that, my sister, what you've brought is a good thing. I hope our people here will accept it wholeheartedly. Then the government should make a policy. You said Mama can change nurses and driver 3 times in a month. There are people that get bigger to their mother that the caregivers beat them. Let's be realistic. If there's a policy that guides against it, that if you maltreat the person you are taking care of, this is the penalty for it, I think we would do better. Àwa Iyaloja, alájà paniwa. Taba lọ sókè, taba lọ sí àgbà tá gbà ní pé we want to age well. A fẹ́ dàgbà dáadáa. Taba dàgbà dáadáa lọ́jọ́ alẹ́ wa. Ó yẹ ká ráwọn tó máa tọ́jú wa. Ẹni tó jí láago 5 tó lọ Èkó tó dé lálẹ́ tó sùn. By the time she's 75, 80, she will be weak. Let's face it. She will be very, very weak. And she needs somebody to take care of her. and àwọn ọmọ wa ń sìn kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ máa gbé lọ́dọ̀ àfi olórí burúkú ìyá. Àwọn ọmọ mi àwa ní Cairo, mi àwa ní America, mi àwa ní Canada. If you don't have a good system in place to take care of our mother, who will suffer. Likewise, our men. I don't want to be selfish. Our men too, they need to be. The men are worse because when the women, when their children start bearing children, they will leave their daddies at home. Daddy will take care of himself, and by the time the mommy is 80, ọmọ àti ẹni mọ́mí ẹ wá dúró tì wá pamọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa tọ́jú yín. Wọn kì í gbé dádì lọ. Àní tó bá ti ní caregiver tó dáa, ilé yẹn á mọ́, wọ́n á tọ́jú dádì. Ilé mi tẹ́ bá débẹ̀ màtán ti dàgbà, ẹ ní lè momi á máa rùn. Á máa rùn. Tó bá lo àìsàn, wọ́n á jẹ́ kó pọ̀ jù. Torí tó bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n á máa fíìlì àìsàn yẹn ní tọ̀ǹgẹ̀. My assistant professor, I want to tell you that we, the Theology of Ondo State, we are solidly behind you. And I will tell you that whenever you call on us, we will give you our support. Congratulations. Thank you.
Mama, wherever it's in, Ekuku Efikale, Sibitori intervention next. Okoyin. Ejoko beye. Mi to gbe ijoko. Ejoko. Thank you so much. Even though we have a lot of people that want to give, so we are going to be doing everything together. The next stage is the panelists. Whereabouts you'll be able to ask questions. Taba won nkan tí màmá wa sọ nsin gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe sọ. Wọ́n sọ nǹkan kan wọ́n ní níbi táwọn ti rí ẹni tó ń tọ́jú 92-year-old. Kí ló fà á tí ẹni yẹn tí ò fi lè ṣe nǹkan tó ṣe yẹn? Òfin ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. I'm a professional social worker. Nílùú òyìnbó àwọn òfin wà tó guide iṣẹ́ wa. Ìwọ náà ti mọ̀ pé tó bá ṣe àǹtorí yẹn ló fi jẹ́ pé àwọn tó ń ṣe jápajápa ń sìn tẹ́ máa gbọ́ pé ẹni báyìí ó ṣe báyìí wọ́n ti jù sẹ́wọ̀n nítorí pé àìmọ̀ ignorance, and it's because nǹkan tá a fi sọ̀rọ̀ débi policy lẹ́ẹ̀kan nìyẹn. So èyí tá a fẹ́ ṣe next tí ó máa jẹ́ nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ professionals wọ́n wà níbí a máa lè béèrè ìbéèrè ẹni tí ò bá gbóyìnbó kó ṣe dandan nǹkan tá à ń ṣe lé ní ìlú Àkúrẹ́ la ti ń ṣe Àkúrẹ́ gan ló yẹ ká àfọ̀ lónìí bó ṣèdè Àkúrẹ́ lẹ fẹ́ fi béèrè ara ẹni tó máa túmọ̀ ẹ̀ Èkìtì tó bá wà níbí Kàrírá Èkìtì Kèlíbé mo gbédè Èkìtì dáadáa máa bá ń túmọ̀ rẹ̀ ṣì ti gbọ́ èmi lọ́mọ ẹlẹ́fọ́ kò sì gbèmọ̀ báyìí mo gbédè Èkìtì dáadáa 25 years ni mo gbé nínú òyìnbó mẹ́sàn-án lèmi nu o so nǹkan tó fà ni pé àwọn tó máa wà ń bí báyìí ẹ ṣe púpọ̀ nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe ń sìn a máa pe àwọn olóòtú ètò àwọn tó mọ̀ nípa nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe nítorí nǹkan tí ọmọ wa gbé wá ó lè má yí àwọn èèyàn wọ́n máa bá wa tú irú nǹkan tí màmá mi sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé wọ́n tọ́jú arúgbó ó ṣègbọ̀nsẹ̀ sára wọ́n clean ẹ̀ wọ́n ò bàjà irú àwọn nǹkan tá a fẹ́ máa ṣe nìyẹn kí ló fà á àwọn ìbéèrè tá a fẹ́ máa béèrè kẹ́jẹ́ kí n filẹ̀ so on this note I want to call especially on Mrs. Aderonke Ibitoye, Director of Business Development and Client Relations, Ondo State Contributing Health Commission. Thank you so much, ma. Àwọn tẹ́ máa lè máa bèrè question lọ́wọ́ wọn nìyẹn. Thank you so much. Ṣé ẹni pé wọ́n gbọ́ ẹ bá mi fún wọn látẹ̀wọ̀? Ẹ rọ́wọ́ tọ́jú lára wọn. I also want to specially invite our mama nítorí nǹkan tí Yínká ń ṣe lénìí nígbà tí mo bèrè pé kí ló mú ẹ̀rọ lóní lẹ́yìn tó ń ní ìrírí tó ń rí níbi tó ń ti ṣiṣẹ́ òun tún wá rí i pé nígbà tí mọ́mì ti wá sọ́dọ̀ wa dáadáa ní Dublin òun wá rí i pé kì í ṣe mọ́mì tó ń bá gbéńgbà tó ń dàgbà léléyìí àwọn nǹkan kan tí mọ́mì wá ń ṣe ó ní ṣùgbọ́n torí iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe ó jẹ́ kó ń lè bá wọn ṣe nǹkan tó ń fi wá rò nìyẹn pé no wonder àwọn èèyàn kò yé wọn ní o bí wọ́n ṣe máa tọ́jú torí náà Mama is the center of all the Mama AgeWell. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ máa bá mú màmá bọ̀ lókè. Mama AgeWell. Chief Mrs. Silpana Ebisemidu, Mama tó bí ọmọ olóríire, Mama Ọláyínká, the convener of today's program. Ẹ bá mú màmá wa kọ́ wá jókòó. Dr. Alongesa. Dr. Alongesa, with all due respect, can we also have, we are going to make this very, very short. Please, I need the other microphone because I want to ask a question. I want to microphone here for one in the audience. I want to fed down. My professor in view, I'll need you at this stage. We're going to start with you. What and what? Eshegoni. So we're going to start with one only Kolanje Koshe. I also want to invite Mr. Oladeji Ebishemiju as well. Mr. Oladeji Ebishemiju, ẹ̀gbọ́n oníkan nìyẹn bá mi fún wọn látẹ̀wọ́. Is the Chief of Staff to the Member of House of Representatives representing AgeWell, the Federal Constituency. Is the brother to Olayinka. And finally, I want to call the convener and say, "Bá mi pàtẹ́wọ́ fọ́mọlúwàbí yìí." Mo ní ọmọdọ̀wọ́ ọmọdọ̀là ló jẹ́ ìwájú pé o. Ọmọdọ̀wọ́ ọmọdọ̀là ló jẹ́ ìmọ̀pẹ́ wá. My phone. One day, Gulalo Mankain Bale, our guest speaker, Moni Shekon, King Wakpe Mobile. I have the honor and privilege to call on our guest speaker for today, Mrs. Aliu Mary Yabo, DNS Ondo State Ministry of Health. And what you want me shet agbekale go leni. Mrs. Aliu, please. Eba mi pàtẹ́wọ́ fún wọn. Gbogbo ìbéèrè wa leni ọ̀dọ̀ wọn láti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀. Torí gbogbo policy tá ń sọ gbogbo nǹkan tá la fẹ́ ṣe àwọn àti NMA president àwọn àti contributing commissioner àwọn àti health ìyálọ́jà is from the community view báwo ni wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe torí báyìí ṣe rí màmá mi mo mọ̀ pé àwọn ìyá kan ṣì wà bí 80 wọ́n ń tajà ní ọjà 85 gbogbo wọn ló ní ìdìtọ́jú. God bless you ma. So my prof, you just stand by, you just be moving around. So all those questions, we're going to be taking them. So can I have my phone? Yeah. Thank you very much. Just before we go on, I've been asked to specially recognize Barrister Kende Ige, retired permanent secretary, Local Government Service Commission. Barrister, please. Thank you so much, sir. Eshe Pupo, thank you for coming. Also, we have Comrade Tola Olowo Shelu. Thank you for coming. Representing Comrade Odole Victor, Chairman Association of Local Government Pensioners. Ondo State, àwọn tí à ń sọ gangan nìyẹn, àwọn pensioner, àwọn tí wọ́n ti ṣiṣẹ́ ìjọba èèyàn míì ti lò 35 years. Like my parents were teachers for 35 years of their lives. But they are getting the best. I just thank God that I can afford it. 35 years serving as teachers, and they are in their 90s. So these are the people we are really talking about, and our community people, the Iyálọ́jàs, àwọn ìyá tó ti ṣiṣẹ́ oko, tó ti ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀gbìn. Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn sì lóyìnbó náà ń kọ́ ọmọ lọ. Ta ló fẹ́ tọ́jú àwọn ìyá yìí? Nǹkan tá à ń sọ ń bí lẹ́nìí nìyẹn. Also, Mrs. Olúbùnmi Àṣekúnowó, retired principal, Federal Government College. Àwọn ìyá mi nìyẹn. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ ma. Thank you ma. Thank you so much ma. So we are going to go straight into the questions. My Oga today, my Aburo, she's my Oga today. She has given me this task. So I'm going to give the microphone first and foremost to our guest speaker. That is Mrs. Iyabo Aliu, to open up and just give us our keynote address. Thank you so much, ma, while we are preparing the questions. God bless you.
Thank you very much. First and foremost, I want to appreciate God for making today a reality. And we have been preparing for this for over 3 months ago. And God has made it possible for us to be here today. You know, when she called me, I've never met her before. She was linked to me by my colleague from Lagos State. And when I read through what she sent to me, I knew that Ondo State is very lucky because this program has been domesticated in Lagos State, and Ondo State is the second state in Nigeria. Let's clap for ourselves because we are very lucky. Like we have been hearing or heard since the program has started, you know, our aged, they are the ones that are neglected in the society. In advanced country, we have plans and programs for them. They even go to the hospital, they are treated free of charge. But we don't have that plan here in Nigeria. And for her bringing that plan to us in the States, I think it's a very welcome development. Very welcome development in the sense that if we are keen into it today, at the comfort of your home, you can be treated. You can be linked up with hair care practitioner that will be taking care of you even in the comfort of your home. It's a very welcome development because we know that the world now is a global world. As she's not even in Nigeria, she can be at Ireland and be treating a patient as far as Akoko or Ondo or from Ilaje. So for this reason, we are very lucky in Ondo State that we are having this program during our own time, and we are very lucky that this program is a laudable program that every one of us, we are encouraged to key into it. Because, like people will say, health is wealth. If you are healthy, is one of the very resourceful for us as human beings. Like the journalist has said that she's having an elderly 80-something year that is still moving around. And the slogan today, that we age well. You know, when you see some elderly, even the odor, the physique, you will be pissed off. But when you are well taken care of, when people see you, they will embrace you. They will have love for you. And that's what we are here for to do today. And as we are going to be engaged with different professionals, because I'm going to deal with the nursing aspect of it. You know, nursing, we are the one that will nurse the patient very well. And as nurses, we are the ones that are closer to the patient the most, because we spend most of our time with our patients. And there are some skills that are expected of us. And you are going to be told today what and what you have said earlier. If somebody is with you, caring for you, what are those things that you too need to know as an elderly person? So as we go on in this program, I pray that God will help us in Jesus' name. Thank you and welcome. Thank you for coming.
Okay. Thank you very much, DNS. As she said, you know, I didn't know her, she doesn't know me, and immediately I called, she gave me full audience. And she even invited so many of our senior colleagues here. Nursing to the house, great nurses. Yes, I know you are here, I can feel it. Thank you so much. So without wasting our time, the reason why we have this session is because we don't just want to bring something from abroad. You know, because it works in Ireland or UK, that doesn't mean it will work in Nigeria. So one of our aim is to have conversation with stakeholders. And we believe right here on this table, this high table, we have stakeholders. We have representation from the medical professionals. We have representation from policy makers, from community, our mommies. We have representation from the older person, which is Mama AgeWell is there, and from the youth. because we believe that it's the youth that will become an elderly person. So the question I'm going to be asking, I'll start first from Mama Iyaloja. So from a community perspective, ma, and as a woman, we know that women carry the largest burden of caregiving. Most of the time, it's women that have to stay at home to care. The female children are the ones that will stay with the parents, right? So my question, ma, is how can we, use digital tools? As we know, AgeWell CareLink uses digital tools, digital platform. As women, what do we think that women can do in this area, looking after the older people in a digital age?
Thank you very much. We are now in a global village. The whole world is a global village. And I think there is no home now that they don't have access to either phone or computer. The woman in Ogbese, let me use Ogbese, they have access to iPhones and they know how to use it. So if we can, all of us will be on the same platform, and if we want to contact you, if she can't use it directly, she will have a child that can help her to link up. So I think it will be very, very easy to key into it by the women, the girls. Don't let us talk about the girls here, because most girls now, they have iPhones that they can use to do anything at any time. So with their phones, you don't have to have computer. With their phones, they can key in anytime. So it will be worth it. Thank you
very much. Thank you. Please, let's give a round of applause. Before I leave you, ma, there are challenges, we know. And from a woman point of view, I'd like you to share with us, because we want to hear. Somebody was asking me that, what do we want these older people to do this morning? I said, we want to hear from them. How can we support them? So from a woman point of view, what kind of challenges do we think women face, especially when it comes to caring for older people in Nigeria?
It's not only women that faces challenges in caring for older people. When you are old, you age differently. Some people age by having arthritis, some lose their memory, that kind of a thing. And if you say a woman, if you are in a home and your husband is very old, to take care of him, you need an help, then the finances, it is very, very important. Like you said, in the Western world, they don't leave the caring of the old to the families alone. They have aged homes that they take them to. Even their wives might not be there. Their wives might be coming on visitation to see them at times. So I would say that if we can have things like that, like pension home, that they can take them to when they are old, and the government will support, because when Madam was talking, you said, in Western world, anybody above 60, you don't pay for your medical bills. It is free. So if you have home that you can take them to, then the women will take their husband there. Even the women themselves can walk in there. It will be very easy to take care of them.
Okay, thank you very much, ma. Please, let's give her a round of applause again. So I'm going to come to Mrs. Aderonke, representing Ondo State Contribution Health Commission, Orange Health Insurance Scheme. Right, so I want to say thank you first of all. We only got to meet yesterday, and she's here. Thank you very much. So, ma, we are talking about affordable health care. The chairman here was talking about most times now in Nigeria, you pay out of pocket. Can you share with us what Orange is, the kind of package you have for older people, and how you think we, AgeWell CareLink, can key into this?
Thank you very much. I bring you greetings from the Ondo State Contributory Health Commission. And for us at the Commission, we are saddled with the responsibility of ensuring that every resident of the state have access to health insurance. You might be vulnerable. That is, if you cannot afford it, there's another package. And if you want to say that, okay, you are working, you have income that is coming every month, then. But particularly about what we are talking here, AgeWell. Kalidagba Dada, yes. The government, under the leadership of our amiable governor, Governor Lucky Orimisan Ayedatiwa, has done a very tremendous thing in the state to say that our state needs to participate, like other participating states of Nigeria, having the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund program, which is basically for vulnerable people. And under these vulnerable people, you see our aged people that cannot afford healthcare services, especially the indigent, that is the poorest of the poor. And I want to let you know that since 2021 in Ondo State, which I think the government deserves a round of applause, that we've been doing that, we have currently over 80,000 vulnerables under the scheme. And if I want to tell you, under the disaggregated data, if I want to give you the data of the aged, you will wow. It's going to about 20,000 plus in the state. And they take their services from 195 accredited PHCs. Well, it's supposed to be 203, but the national accredited 195, and we are hopeful because very soon we are moving it to 2 PHCs per political ward, because in Ondo State we have 203 political wards. Then I want to say that under the Orange Health Insurance Scheme, the Orange Health Insurance Scheme is one of the packages that we have on our table, So it takes care of the civil servants and political office holders, and also our aged in the communities, and also some of our individuals that can also afford healthcare services. And under that plan, we have the individual plan type, which is 18,000 per policy year. We have the 36,000 for ages from 60 years and above, because you see, like what we have been saying since, you see that majority of these are people, when they retire from the government, service, most of the times they go back, they don't even know how to access healthcare. They dip their hands into their pocket. I think somebody mentioned it earlier. I think it was the NMA chairman when he was giving the goodwill message. They dip their hands, and these things can, push them into abject poverty. They dip their hands into their pockets, spending out of pockets for healthcare services. But looking at 36,000 per policy year for especially people that were civil servants before, or let me say market women that are having income, artisans, traders, and the likes. In as much you live, you work, and play in Ondo State. So you have access to that. So it is for us to say that what are the benefits that this, maybe in the course of the discussion, I will highlight the benefits that we have under the scheme. But for our civil servants, we have over 100,000 lives, both the principal contributor and also the dependents under the scheme. So it is a plus for us in Ondo State that AgeWell is coming at this time to augment, and also we are hopeful that the relationship and the partnership, it's going to be a stronger one in the nearest future. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma. Just before we go on, ẹjọ́ mo fẹ́ fi Ọlọ́run bẹ̀ wá. Àwọn ìyá tá à ń sọ nínú wọn wà ń bí. Ṣé rí èmi àti àwọn dádì wa kan bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ní kí n sọ fún wa pé ẹ jẹ́ ká fi Yorùbá púpọ̀ sínú nǹkan tá à ń ṣe kó lè yé wọn yékéyéké. Èmi a máa gbádùn ibi tí wọ́n bá ti ń sọ Yorùbá, pàápàá tó bá tẹ̀ tún ní kí wọ́n á sọ Èkìtì, orí mi máa ń wú. ẹjọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run. Ṣé rí àwọn àgbà tá à ń sọ yìí, púpọ̀ nù wọn ń tá à ń sọ yìí kò yé wọn. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ, ká máa fi kún, ká máa sọ, ká máa fi kún. Èmi tẹ́ rí 25 years ni mo gbé nílùú òyìnbó, ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ bá rí mi ládó ẹ ní rò pé mo kọjá ìgbèmọ̀ rí o. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a promote èdè wa yẹn kó lè yé, torí nǹkan tá à ń ṣe ó ṣe pàtàkì. Ó dẹ̀ ní láti yé wọn, nítorí ìgbà tí a bá máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe àwọn nǹkan tá à ń ṣe yìí kó ti lè ní òye nǹkan tá à ń ṣe. Pàápàá mọ̀ pé gbogbo nǹkan global nínú global yẹn náà Yorùbá wà ń bẹ. Jẹ́ ká fi kó lè yí wọn, pàápàá ìyá lọ́jà ẹjọ́, nítorí mo mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wà yìí tẹ́ bá dé inú ọjà padà ẹ máa jábọ̀ fáwọn ìyá yẹn pé iye tó tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ. Mo mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wá bí lè ní ẹ wá represent àwọn ìyá tó ń tajà, àwọn artisan, ìyá ẹlẹ́ja, ìyá elépo, ìyá kìíní bíi tèmi báyìí à lè sọ fún wọn pé nǹkan báyìí dẹ àwọn tó wà ń bí wọ́n wà bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n dìdì ní kí n sọ fún wa ni pé kí ni nǹkan tá à ń sọ nípa nǹkan tá à ń sọ bí bàbá ṣe ń sọ a máa mọ̀ pé Yorùbá ó nira láti sọ ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ ká gbìyànjú ká ṣe àmúlùmálẹ̀ ká máa ń sọ òyìnbó yẹn kó má jẹ́ òyìnbó gbogbo nọ́mbà tẹ́ ń pè yẹn ọ̀gá mi kò yé àwọn ìyá yẹn iye owó yẹn tẹ́ bá pè tẹ́ bá fẹ́ kí n bá yín tu níwọ̀nba tèmi màá máa tu díẹ̀díẹ̀ ẹ ṣe púpọ̀ ẹ jọ gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá ń sọ ẹ jẹ́ ká fi Yorùbá sí tó bá possible ẹ sọ Àkúrẹ́ díẹ̀díẹ̀ mọ́ kó lè yé wa dáadáa ẹ ṣe púpọ̀ thank you.
Okay, ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Okay, okay. Okay, mo fẹ́ lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ màmá wa. A fẹ́ bá àwọn màmá wa sọ̀rọ̀. Màmá AgeWell. Àwọn náà máa ṣe representative fún àwọn àgbàlagbà. Tó bá parọ́, wọ́n ní àgbà ò kì í parọ́ o. Àbí tó bá sí nǹkan tó yẹ kí tẹ́ fẹ́ ẹ lè náwó sókè pé ẹ kẹ́ sọ báyìí. So màmá ẹbí ṣe mí jù as an older person gẹ́gẹ́ bí àgbàlagbà kí lẹ fẹ́ kí ni àwọn àgbàlagbà fẹ́ yálà láti ọwọ́ àwa ọ̀dọ́ ni o àbí lọ́tọ̀ ìjọba ni o àbí lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ yín àbí àwọn aládùúgbò community and all of that.
Mo kí gbogbo wa pé a kú àtàárọ̀ o mo lè sọ òyìnbó I'm a graduate of North ṣùgbọ́n Yorùbá yẹn gan mo gbọ́ díẹ̀díẹ̀ bọ̀tìlàjẹ́ ni mo gbọ́ púpọ̀ jù.
àwáyé.
ṣùgbọ́n màá máa sọ Yorùbá yẹn sìn ẹ ṣe púpọ̀ olóòtú nǹkan tí ẹ sọ yẹn àwa òbí particularly àwa obìnrin nǹkan tẹ́ gbé wá yìí ó dùn mọ́ wa nú púpọ̀ lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ondo State the government of Ondo State nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta ó yà mí lẹ́nu mo kàn wo fóònù mi ní àná mo kàn gbọ́ pín bí mo ṣe wọ́n ti credit owó síbẹ̀ mo wá ní kí ló fa gbogbo eléyìí mo wá pẹ́ ẹni tó credit ẹ̀ yẹn ó wá ní láti ọ̀dọ̀ gọ́vnà ni pé wọ́n fẹ́ fi máa ran àwa arúgbó lọ́wọ́ àmọ́ lówó ẹ̀dẹ̀ tó bí o nǹkan tí mo kàn ronú pé tí pọ́lísì bá wà tá à ń pè ní òfin pé ká máa tọ́jú arúgbó bí àwọn nọ́ọ̀sìsì yẹn ká ní àwọn nọ́ọ̀sìsì tó máa yẹ̀ wá wò nínú àìsàn àbí tá a bá tẹ̀ ṣàìsàn so that ká lè dàgbà ká di arúgbó dáadáa lójoojúmọ́ tó bá ṣe mẹ́ta lọ́sẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tí àwọn ọmọ mi ń ṣe fún mi for the past 2 years now mẹ́ta ni àwọn nọ́ọ̀sì wa ń yẹ̀ mí wò nílé tó mo ní àìsàn ìfúnpá nígbà tí mo ti ní ìṣù pẹ̀lú ọmọ mi kan lọ́ọ̀yà ni tó ṣaláìsí àtìgbà mo ti ní àìsàn ìfúnpá yẹn tó ga ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ọmọ mi gbìyànjú fún mi tá a bá rí àwọn irú yẹn tó wá ń yẹ̀ wá wò lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta àbẹ́ẹ̀ méjì lọ́sẹ̀ wọ́n á béèrè wọ́n á wo environment wa kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ síbi ibi ìdọ̀tí àwọn tó bá wá ṣẹ́ náà wọ́n á tún gáìdì wọn wọ́n á dẹ̀ béèrè nǹkan tí ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa wọ́n á fún wa lóògùn tí wọ́n bá tẹ̀ fún wa lóògùn tó bá máa pọ̀ jù wọ́n á direct wa lọ sí hospital àfẹ́ eléyìí lọ́wọ́ yín tẹ́ bá ṣe fún wa inú wa túbọ̀ máa dùn ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ we are so grateful.
Thank you. Ẹ bá wa fún màmá látẹ̀wọ́.
Mo fẹ́ ṣe àfikún torí àwọn àgbàlagbà mo fẹ́ràn arúgbó gan bóyá torí pé àwọn ìyá àti bàbá mi mo sọ pé torí pọ́n wà bí nǹkan tí màmá sọ ṣe mọ̀ pé oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ló máa ń jẹ́ kí àwọn arúgbó wa mí nǹkan tètè dàgbà máa ń pa àwọn nǹkan kan ní dementia Alzheimer's tí a fi bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ̀ irú àwọn nǹkan báyìí a ní láti nínú nǹkan tí AgeWell CareLink tó máa ṣe ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nípa àwọn nǹkan tó máa ń rọ̀ mọ́ ọjọ́ ogbó a ní láti máa jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn bóyá àwọn alábòójútó wọn kàn máa mọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí màmá ṣe sọ nǹkan tí ojú wọn rí pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó jẹ́ káwọn tún tètè dàgbà ju bó ṣe yẹ nítorí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn a dẹ̀ ní àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí Dr. Alonge ti sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan wípé torí pé àwọn ọmọ níṣẹ́ tó dáa wọ́n lè sanwó bàbá àti ìyá mi ní oṣù kan èmi àti àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n àti àbúrò mi 5 ni wá a máa ń ná kéré jù 500,000 bàbá mi ti ní 3 episodes of stroke ní ẹ̀mẹ́ta ó yé àwọn doctor nǹkan tí mò ń sọ tó dẹ̀ ṣì wà so doctor wà on call ó wà on salary anytime wọ́n á lọ wò wọ́n nọ́ọ̀sì mẹ́ta àwọn auxiliary nurses mẹ́ta wọ́n ń gbé nínú ilé ń bẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wọn physiotherapist ó ń lọ bẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta lọ́sẹ̀ ó níye tó jẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n kò ń ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló ní agbára láti ṣerú nǹkan báyìí ṣùgbọ́n ìbá tí àwọn olùṣètò àwọn kọmíṣánná àwọn ìjọba wọn wà ń bí pé tá a bá lè ní ètò àbí òfin tó máa derú nǹkan báyìí tó máa ní nǹkan tó yẹ pé gẹ́gẹ́ bí màmá ṣe sọ irú àwọn agency tó wà òun làwọn òyìnbó máa ń lò òyìnbó ló ní policy wọ́n á wá lo private agency bí irú èyí tí Ọláyínká gbé wáyìí láti máa fún àwọn ènìyàn nídàálẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn ọmọ wa ló rìn káàkiri tí wọn ò níṣẹ́ irú nǹkan báyìí wọ́n á train wọn wọ́n á lọ máa ṣe iṣẹ́ ìbójútó àwọn àgbàlagbà ibi iṣẹ́ tá à ń sá lọ ṣe ìlú òyìnbó àti wá gbé wá bí kò ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló máa rí visa gbà lọ sí ìlú òyìnbó ṣùgbọ́n tá a bá ṣe iṣẹ́ yẹn ń bí tí wọ́n dẹ̀ fi sálárì tó dáa sí irú àwọn nọ́ọ̀sì tó ṣiṣẹ́ fáwọn òbí mi àwọn nọ́ọ̀sì wa 50,000 ni mò ń sọ fún èèyàn kọ̀ọ̀kan lóṣù tá a bá gbowó tó dáa wọ́n dẹ̀ ń gbénu ilé kìí ṣe pé wọ́n ń wọ mọ́tò wá síbẹ̀ wọ́n á run shift ẹni tó bá wà off ló máa lọlé so gbogbo àwọn ètò báyìí ó jẹ́ nǹkan tó yẹ pé a ti ń ṣe mi ti ń ṣe látọdún 9 fáwọn òbí mi torí ìyẹn ni mo ṣe sọ wípé nǹkan tá à ń pè ní collaboration I can collaborate with you then we will need government collaboration as well fúrú nǹkan báyìí àti pé ìtò ṣe pàtàkì jù ń bẹ̀ ni òfin tó de iṣẹ́ yẹn ó ṣe pàtàkì ìwọ tó bá máa ṣe iṣẹ́ kì í ṣe kó délé ìyá oníyà kó wá nítorí pé ìyá ṣègbọ̀nsẹ̀ sára ó wá gba létí ó tó bẹ́ẹ̀ kó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ nílùú òyìnbó so irú màmá ń sin irú mo ṣọ́ ọ̀pá àwọn tó wá ń wò yín lé wọ́n ṣe dáadáa sí yín nítorí pé number 1 wọ́n gbowó tó dáa number 2 environment ó wà conducive gbogbo àwọn kan báyìí because I'm speaking from the community engagement perspective. I'm a trained community development officer as well as a social worker. So nǹkan tá à ń ṣe lénìí ó yé mi mo ṣe sọ pé ká máa sọ ní èdè wa kó lè yé wa dáadáa. I will leave it to my professor in view now to take the next question.
Thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé gan. The next I want to go to NMA chairman and then I will come to DNS because nípa àwọn elétò ìlera kò sí ìtọ́jú tí ò bá sí onítọ́jú àwọn elétò ìlera dẹ̀ ni onítọ́jú. Nínú àmọ̀ wípé jápa àwọn èèyàn ti jápa bẹ́ẹ̀mi náà ṣe jápa bọ̀ mo tún já padà mo já padà wá tọ́jú ilé kí ni a rò pé a lè ṣe nípa medical workforce? How can the medical workforce collaborate with AgeWell CareLink? Because one of the things we want to do, we want to make sure that we have a lot of healthcare professionals on our platform. Nurses, doctors, physio, domestic support, caregivers. This morning, a ṣe ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bí wọ́n ṣe ń tọ́jú àwọn àgbà láàárọ̀ yìí àti ṣe fáwọn kan wọ́n dẹ̀ gba certificate. Irú àwọn yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n ti mọ bọ́ ṣe ń tọ́jú arúgbó. They will be on our platform. So kí ni ìrànlọ́wọ́ tẹ́ lè ṣe fún wa bí a ṣe máa rí a lot of àwọn healthcare professionals darapọ̀ mọ́ AgeWell CareLink?
Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí a kí àwọn màmá wa àwọn bàbá wa tó wà láàrin wa ọ̀rọ̀ yìí nípa ti ọjọ́ ọ̀la wa ni àti àwọn tó dẹ̀ ti dàgbà náà ìtọ́jú wa gbogbo wa la máa dàgbà gbogbo wa la máa darúgbó pẹ̀lú agbára Ọlọ́run téèyàn bá ti darúgbó ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìpèníjà ló máa wà ń bẹ̀ wọ́n ti sọ lára ìpèníjà ti ọjọ́ ogbó eléyìí tó le jù ni àti lè máa rí ìtọ́jú tó dáa ìtọ́jú tó péye téèyàn bá fẹ́ rí ìtọ́jú tó péye ń sìn pàápàá pẹ̀lú àgbà ẹni tó ti dàgbà tó yẹ pé ó ti àìsàn kan àbí òmíì ó lè lọ sí hospital ìgbà tó bá máa fi jáde kó ti ná 100,000 50,000 even more. Ebo ni ẹni tí ò bá ní support bóyá ọmọ tó lè bá sanwó yẹn nígbà tí ò ti sí ètò lọ́wọ́ ìjọba láti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ìyẹn ni a fi ń wo gbogbo nǹkan tá a lè ṣe ní ọ̀dọ̀ wa tòótọ́ jápa wà àwọn èèyàn wa ti fẹ́ lọ tán òun ṣe dókítà nìkan nurses physiotherapists pharmacy gbogbo wa àwọn èèyàn ti lọ tán àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ tún yìí ń lọ ìyẹn gan jẹ́ ìpèníjà tó le iṣẹ́ tó jẹ́ pé èèyàn mẹ́jọ ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ èèyàn méjì èèyàn mẹ́ta ìgbà míì èèyàn kan àwọn general hospital wa ń sìn ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀ dókítà kan péré ló wà ńbẹ̀ dókítà yẹn ló máa jẹ́ ọ̀gá òun ló máa jẹ́ medical director yẹn ẹni tó jẹ́ olóòtú lórí iléeṣẹ́ yẹn òun náà ló máa ṣe operation òun náà là á ṣe clinic òun náà là á ṣe follow up òun náà là á tó padà wá jókòó wá náà òun tún jẹ́ MD ìyẹn jẹ́ challenge tó le àwọn ọmọ tó dẹ̀ ń jáde ní medical school bó tiẹ̀ bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ gan-an wọn ò ní gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ yẹn because nǹkan wọn ti gbọ́n ọkàn wọn ti di pé wọ́n fẹ́ jápa ni so báwọn ọmọ gan ṣe ń jáde yunifásitì àwọn náà ń jápa ìyẹn jẹ́ nǹkan tó le púpọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ní nǹkan tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn àgbàlagbà inú wa dùn because a mọ̀ pé ó jẹ́ ẹ̀ka kan nínú ìtọ́jú tó yẹ pé gbogbo wa ló mọ̀ pé kò péye tó gbogbo wa la mọ̀ pé ìtọ́jú àwọn àgbà a fi ọkàn sí tó ìyẹn ló máa jẹ́ kí inú wa dùn bí AgeWell ṣe ń wọlé responsibility ìjọba bí àwọn àti wa ṣe sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yàtọ̀ sí pé ìjọba provide òfin tó máa de bí gbogbo ìtọ́jú ìbò ṣe máa lọ ìjọba tún ní ipa láti pé kán tún fún wọn ní gbogbo support tán bá fẹ́ láti ensure láti rí pé àwọn àgbàlagbà wọn rí ìtọ́jú lọ́dọ̀ wa are ready ṣùgbọ́n a mọ̀ pé ká tó lè give support à ń láti create awareness ẹ̀yẹn ni pé àwọn dókítà wa àwọn gbogbo àwọn oníṣẹ́ ìlera wọ́n láti mọ̀ pé organization yìí ti wà àwọn dẹ̀ ti ní láti mọ̀ pé mọ̀ kan tí ẹ̀yin náà fẹ́ ipa tẹ́ fẹ́ kó ní ìtọ́jú àwọn èèyàn wa for us we are ready to give you support in any way possible a mọ̀ pé ara ẹ̀ náà ni we leverage on technology now we are at some parts health facilities have telemedicine or has telemedicine facility but they are aware pé teaching hospital tó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ń bì báyìí náà has telemedicine even though those facilities of recent there has been some challenges but I think those challenges can also be sorted and nǹkan tí telemedicine náà wà ní pé remote consulting and treatment and so those areas àwọn tó ní telemedicine we can see how whatever it is will be minor colleagues show up so that doctors will be ready only one bí iṣẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n fẹ́rẹ̀ èèyàn kan you just go to the telemedicine center you assess it and then you see people that you want to see so I think we can be available for it but there has to be enough sensitization awareness creation to ensure that happens. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Please, let's give a round of applause again. A ti ń lọ díẹ̀ nípa ṣetán. Tí wàá sọ́dọ̀ DNS, just something related to that. But this time, nípa training, nípa ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ó ṣe kókó. How ready are healthcare workers, nurses, for digital elder care? Tí a bọ̀ pa fẹ́ lo digital tool. Digitalization báwo ni àwọn healthcare providers wà because àwọn náà máa lò how ready are the healthcare workers for digital care what training is needed thank you ma.
Thank you so much. Like the NMA chairman has rightly said, we have shortage of manpower even in the states, and as we speak now, compare before the COVID, let me just mention about two tertiary facilities. Before COVID, in our primary health centers, we have well over 400 nurses. But as I speak now, we only have 236. And in Ondo State, we have about 635 primary health care centers. Let's compare that. Some facilities, most especially, because the health care that we are talking about, if our primary health care is strengthened, there's little that the secondary and the tertiary will do. But in our primary health facility, we don't have even the competent manpower. Like Yaolo just mentioned while she was giving her goodwill message, she said that our nurses in Mangbadiyan, and I responded no. Because every nurse, anybody that wears uniform in the hospital, they are nurses. And there are nurses and there are nurses. She mentioned training. A nurse that undergo or have undergone training is one of the things, because what we were told, nursing is a compassion profession. If you don't have the compassion, you can't care for anybody. She mentioned that she has nurses in her home that is taking care. I want to say that they are not nurses. Because she mentioned there's no auxiliary. It's either you are a nurse or a quack. Because a nurse will have undergone a training, maybe for 3 years, for 5 years, licensed. Anybody that is working that is not licensed, because last license can be withdrawn by the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. And that if it is withdrawn, that person has lost his or her job. So, nurses, we are ready. As short as we are, what we need is training. When you are trained, when you are informed, you will not be deformed. So, we are trying as much as possible, we in Ondo State, leveraging in the little capacity we have, even comparing our services with what happened at the overseas. We are not going to be left behind. What we need is that more training for us to do what? To key in. And I want to say, for this program to also stand, there are caregivers that are trained in our College of Health Technology. We can co-opt them, and we must let them know that they are not nurses. Because nurses, we have the skills that is expected of us for us to do what? Perform certain duties and functions for our patients. So we are ready, and we are ready to partner with you. And like I've rightly said before, it's a laudable idea, and it's a welcome idea, and it's going to sustain, and it's going to be well taken care of. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma. Thank you. Please, let's give her a round of applause, ma.
Thank you very much, ma. Fún àwọn ìyá wa, nǹkan tí mọ́mí wa nurse tí wọ́n sọ, ṣe rí nǹkan tẹ́ sọ yìí, òun ni mo fẹ́ kí a máa kéde ẹ̀ fáwọn èèyàn. Ṣé mọ̀ pé wọ́n kàn máa ń kó irú wa ògiri wá ní Nàìjíríà. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ti rí tó ṣiṣẹ́ lọ hospital ní nurse. Ní ibi táwa ti wá pẹ̀lú àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe gbérò àwọn ètò báyìí kalẹ̀. Wọ́n ní láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa separate caregivers. Wọ́n á ní auxiliary. Ibi táwa ti wá kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ auxiliary. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣe mọ̀ pé ìdálù ní ìṣèlú. Tẹ́ bá ti rélé á lóun kọ́ṣẹ́ nọ́ọ̀sì máa ní school bo ló lọ tó ti kọ́ṣẹ́ nọ́ọ̀sì. Torí náà ni pé àwọn tí wọ́n lọ sí School of Health Technology wọn kì í ṣe nurse. There are registered ní ọ̀dọ̀ wa wá gbọ́ I'm a registered nurse. RN ni wọ́n máa ń pè wọ́n. Àwọn nọ́ọ̀sì wọ́n máa lọ sí school. Wọ́n máa ní BSc, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Àwọn yẹn ni nurse. Àwọn tí wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní hospital wa púpọ̀ jù níbí. Wọ́n máa tiẹ̀ tún gbà wọ́n láyè kan máa gún abẹ́rẹ́. Ìyẹn gan pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí a fẹ́ sọ. Nigerian Medical Association ní láti take care up. Iṣẹ́ tí ò yẹ kán ṣe, irú àwọn tí mo ní wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ torí pé bọ́ ṣe máa pè jẹ́ wọn nìyẹn pé nọ́ọ̀sì, èmi mọ̀ pé caregiver ni wọ́n. They are health care assistants, la máa ń pè wọ́n lọ́dọ̀ wa. They are health care assistants, they are not nurses. Wọ́n ìjọ kan ìkan ní àwọn alọ́gba abẹ́rẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ dọ́tọ̀ ọ̀fẹ́ mo ní wàá gún bàbá mi tí mo wà láyé, wọn ò bí ẹ dáa. That is why the doctor is on call. Anytime doctor à ń sanwó fún yín, tí bàbá mi bá fẹ́ gba abẹ́rẹ́ mi ìgbà kí health care assistant kó fún bàbá mi lábẹ́rẹ́. Because mo wà exposed rí pé ìyàtọ̀ ẹ̀ ó yé mi. Nínú ìlú yìí láti máa rí téèyàn máa dọ́dọ̀ ọmọ Ìgbò ta ni ó yẹ ká pọ̀. Ibi ni mo ti rí ìlú tí àwọn èèyàn máa ti máa sọ fún doctor pé nǹkan báyìí ló ń ṣe wọ́n láì tiẹ̀ tí ì jẹ́ kí doctor kó ṣe investigation, kó ṣe test. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan báyìí ìtorí ẹ̀ ní AgeWell ló ṣe wà. Ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá go through wa tí wọ́n ń tọ́jú arúgbó yín láti through wa, kò sí ẹni tó máa ṣe wọ́n yàmàyàmà. Kò ń ṣe pé wọ́n kàn mú yọ̀kan lórí títì tó lóun ti kọ́ṣẹ́ nọ́ọ̀sì lọ́dọ̀ ọmọ Ìgbò kan táwa kó abẹ́rẹ́ tá máa gún yín. Nọ́ọ̀sì ló láṣẹ, ló ní ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ló gba oyè láti fúnyàn lábẹ́rẹ́, kì í ṣe àwọn tó wà lábẹ́ ilé lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ títì tó máa lóun kọ́ṣẹ́ lóṣù mẹ́fà.
Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, before I want to add that we have some of our elders here, retired nurses, that are still agile. They are still strong. We can leverage on that to key into this program. They are well available, and some of them are here, so we can take.
Thank you very much, ma. Please, let's give them a round of
Ẹ jẹ́ bá mi pàtẹ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ níṣẹ́ mọ̀ pé tí nǹkan tí ò bá yé èèyàn wọ́n ní information is power. Information is power. Torí yẹn àwọn tí mo ní mo máa ń gbà yẹn tá a bá ti gbà wọ́n, èmi fún ara mi ni mo máa ń train wọn. Because òun náà mọ̀ láti ìlú ta ti wá, ò lè ṣe iṣẹ́ wa tó ò bá ní training. We do our trainings almost our trainings kan wà every year. Àwọn kan wà every 2 years. Manual handling, patient handling, ó yàtọ̀ sí manual handling. Patient care, gbogbo first aid, gbogbo CPR, gbogbo àwọn nǹkan báwọn yẹn. Tó o bá ní certificate níbi iṣẹ́ wọn tí ẹ̀ ní, ó tí ẹ̀ lè wọlé síbi iṣẹ́ wọn tí ẹ̀ ní jẹ́ kó lọ sórí shift. Because ó ti wà lórí system. Tó bá ìjọ́ tó bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ wọn ti kó gbogbo certificate ẹ̀ síbẹ̀. System ló máa delete ẹ̀ níjọ́ tó bá ti expire. Ìjọ́ tó bá dẹ̀ ti expire, wọ́n máa sọ fún ẹ ò lè lọ bí iṣẹ́ lénìí until you go and do that training. So gbogbo àwọn nǹkan báyìí ní AgeWell ni wọ́n máa take into consideration láti máa ṣe iṣẹ́ nípa ẹ̀. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ mà fún bí ẹ ṣe ṣàlàyé ẹ̀. Ó lẹ ti gbọ́ yẹn gbogbo èèyàn tẹ́ rí lọ hospital kọ́ ni nọ́ọ̀sì o. Mo máa ń wo kọ́kọ́rọ́ alátẹ dáadáa mi ìmọ̀ àwọn tó ń bá mi wò ní last week. Wọ́n mú bọ́ọ̀ì kan náà wá ní láti máa sọ àwọn nǹkan báyìí. Bọ́ọ̀ì yẹn àwọn èèyàn rò pé dókítà ni. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ń fúnyàn ní abẹ́rẹ́. It's just a health care assistant. Even state tó gbà síṣẹ́ tó ṣiṣẹ́ lọ hospital ó lọ ṣe àdàmọ̀dì certificate. Wọ́n gbà as a nurse. Kí ló ṣe ni pé ó fún ọmọ kan lábẹ́rẹ́ ó dẹ̀ bá ọmọ yẹn lájọṣepọ̀ without her consent. Ọmọ yẹn kàn wá gbọ́n débi pé ó tèkì kéèsì yẹn wọ́n fẹ́ kìlì ìgbà tó wá gbé sórí live TV ní a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kò tiẹ̀ ná nǹkan kan. Kò ní àṣẹ láti gún abẹ́rẹ́ ó dẹ̀ ti ń gún abẹ́rẹ́ ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ hospital ó ń gbowó. Gbogbo àwọn orú nǹkan báyìí la ní láti máa béèrè. Ẹni tó fẹ́ fún ẹ lábẹ́rẹ́ láti hospital béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ṣé nọ́ọ̀sì ni ẹ ṣé dókítà ni ẹ ibo ló ti kàwé. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀.
Ẹ ṣé gan. Thank you so much. Ẹ ká fún ọ láti ẹ̀wọ̀n sí. A ti fẹ́ parí báyìí so bọ́ a lè parí náà tá a bá gbọ́ lọ́dọ̀ àwọn ọ̀dọ́. Ó ṣe pàtàkì ó ṣe kókó torí pé àwọn ọ̀dọ́ ló ń tọ́jú àgbàlagbà. So I want to come to Mr. Ebishemiju. How do you think young people can be engaged to value older people? And you know, sometimes I might be pé bóyá wọ́n burden wa wàhálà wọn ti pọ̀ jù. What do you think the role of the young people should be, especially in this digital age? One of the things that we know that kì í ṣe gbogbo àwọn àgbàlagbà ló mọ fóònù ń lò wọ́n máa lọ́mọ tó lè bá wọn ṣe. So those are kind of things that AgeWell is bringing in. But in your own view and representing the youth, sir, we'd like to hear from you.
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity. Then MC Lovely, ẹ jẹ́ máa ràn mí lọ́wọ́ láti interpret bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ tán. One thing tó ti wà established ní orí ètò yìí ni pé we have shortage of medical practitioners, and ó dẹ̀ tún ti wà established pé gbogbo àgbàlagbà náà ló fẹ́ jẹ́ kí gbogbo òbí ló fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ọmọ òun kí ó dàgbà kí wọ́n lọ dá family titi wọn náà sílẹ̀. So most of the time when children leave their parents to have their own family, it becomes a challenge in the world that we are in now. Ìdojúkọ táwọn family tí ọmọ ń rí pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ títí wọn gan ó pọ̀ ju àwọn òbí lọ, to the extent that káwọn náà ṣẹ̀ wá máa wò pé àwọn òbí wà níbì kan tó yẹ káwọn náà tún lọ tọ́jú. So the youths are overwhelmed, the young adults now, we are already overwhelmed with our own domestic responsibilities. So lọ́pọ̀ ìgbà ó máa ń jẹ́ kó difficult fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ youth kan rántí ilé. But one thing we can do, one thing that we need to do is to continue to have programs like this to enlighten the youth, to enlighten young adults on the need for us to care for our parents, because àwọn òbí wa wọ́n ṣe wàhálà gan lórí wa. I remember very well the stress my parents went through to take us through education. So àwọn tí bá rántí àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ kò fẹ́ jẹ́ kí n gbàgbé wọn. So there's need for us to continue to remind ourselves, consciously remind ourselves that there are people somewhere, our parents are somewhere, they have labored for us, and there's need for us to also care for them. That is on one hand. Then the second part of it is that it has been established, like I said earlier, that we have shortage of medical practitioners. There's need for us to look at how we can train caregivers. In the lack of enough nurses and medical doctors, the next thing is for us to have caregivers. I know that the School of Health Technologies, at least they're having graduates every year in, year out, but there's still need for us to look at how we can train our unemployed youths. We are aware that so it's an opportunity for us to look at how we can train youths and bring them on board programs like this, so that they can one day employ caregivers to do that for them. Then we also take advantage of technology. Thank God that this project is all about digitalizing healthcare. We'll look at how we can train our youth to take advantage of this program. So we take advantage of it to also extend help and healthcare to our parents.
Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀, aṣojú àwọn ọ̀dọ́, nǹkan tí wọ́n ń sọ fún àwọn ìyá wa ní pé lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ wọ́n ní nítorí pé nísìnyí tí àwọn ọ̀dọ́ wọn kì í fi bẹ́ẹ̀ dúró nílé bí ayé àtijọ́ tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo wa a máa ń pè kí ní ẹni communal living, but nísìnyí a ti pé oníkálùkù wọ́n fẹ́ gbé ní ìgboro. Ọ̀pọ̀ ìgbà àwọn àgbàlagbà arúgbó tí wọ́n fi bẹ́ẹ̀ rí ìtọ́jú wọn jẹ́ àwọn tí wọ́n wà ní ìgbèríko tó wà ní abúlé, nítorí pé àwọn ọmọ wọn wá ti kúrò, wá ti lọ sí ìlú ìgboro láti lọ ṣiṣẹ́, pé àwọn fúnra wọn kì í ṣe pé kò wù wọ́n láti má tọ́jú àwọn arúgbó wọn, ṣùgbọ́n ìpèníjà tí wọ́n máa ń ní náà ni pé àwọn náà fẹ́ ní ẹbí tiwọn nígboro, gbogbo ẹ̀bẹ̀ yẹn, pé nǹkan tí àwọn láwọn ò ní gbàgbé gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn òbí bí wọ́n ṣe tọ́jú wọn láti sanwó iléèwé, láti ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ tó yẹ pé ojúṣe wọn tí wọ́n ṣe, tó wá jẹ́ pé nígbà tó yẹ káwọn náà lè dúró láti máa tọ́jú wọn síbẹ̀. Ìdí ẹ̀ àkọ́kọ́ nìyẹn. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ni pé kò sí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ healthcare ní ètò ìlera bí dókítà wa NMA chairman bó ṣe sọ, gbogbo àná la mọ ọ̀rọ̀ jápa ni pé kò dẹ̀ sí ìjọba táwọn èèyàn ṣe ń jápa náà nítorí pé owó ni gbogbo èèyàn ń wá. Tó bá yẹ pé iṣẹ́ yẹn wọ́n sanwó tó dáa fún àwọn doctors àti nurses wa, kò sí nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ jápa fún, ṣèbí iṣẹ́ tó fẹ́ ṣe lọ́hùn náà ni wọ́n ti ń ṣe ń bí. Wọ́n tún sọ lákòótán pé ní ilé iṣẹ́ health tech tó dẹ̀ yẹ pé àwọn mọ́mì wa náà tó ti sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, bí advice ni wípé bí wọ́n ṣe lè subsidize, I will advocate for subsidy on medical courses ní School of Health Tech ní universities ni, tí a bá fẹ́ really ṣe dáadáa tí ó dẹ̀ yẹ pé ó máa attach with condition, tó bá ready pé ìjọba máa tọ́ ẹ. Àìmọye ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ ló fẹ́ lọ sílé ìwé, àwọn òbí ò ní owó tó máa fi rán wọn. But if you are going for medical science courses related, ó yẹ kí ìjọba ṣe ètò láti máa fún wọn níbi scholarship so that the shortage ní rí àwọn professionals yìí á lè di bí wọ́n ṣe sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan bí tó yẹ kéèyàn 600 wà only 400 ló wà ń bẹ̀. Tí opportunity yẹn bá wà irú àwọn India for instance mo mọ̀ pé ó máa mọ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ yìí wọ́n máa ń rán àwọn ọmọ wọn nílùú wọn ṣáwọn yẹn ti ẹ̀ pọ̀ ìjọba wọn máa rán wọn níbi ní iléèwé wọ́n á ṣe nursing wọ́n á ṣe doctor wọ́n á wá rán wọn wá sílùú òyìnbó wọ́n á ti sọ fún wọn pé lóyìnbó tó ń lọ ọdún márùn ló fẹ́ lọ fi ṣiṣẹ́ sálárì báyìí ló máa gbà iye sálárì tó bá gbà iye báyìí ní tìjọba ìlú wọn so condition ti wà ń bẹ̀ so tó bá wù ẹ́ tó bá ṣe tán tó bá mọ̀ kó máa dúró nílùú ẹ̀ láti practice ó ní ìdá ti sanwó yẹn ṣùgbọ́n tó bá máa lọ sí abroad nínú sálárì tó bá gbà iye báyìí ní ìjọba ìlú yẹn máa gbà láti máa dí gap tí ò sí ní ilé tí wọ́n fi sílẹ̀ yẹn tí àwọn ìjọba wa náà gbogbo àwọn elétò ìjọba ló wà níbi kẹ́ bá wa sọ fáwọn ìjọba tó bá lè ṣerú ètò bẹ́ẹ̀ tó yẹ pé irú ọmọ tó fẹ́ ṣe medicine sìn wọ́n á subsidize education ẹ̀ á lè ṣe tó bá dẹ̀ ṣe tó wá sọ fún tó bá ṣe kinní ìtàn wá ti ní agreement pé ó lè fìlú yìí sílẹ̀ o máa ṣiṣẹ́ fún ìjọba fún ìgbà báyìí so by the time tẹ́yìn bá máa ṣe tán pé o ti cover yẹn àwọn míì náà á ti ṣe tán àti pàápàá nǹkan táwa gbé kalẹ̀ yìí a mọ̀ pé digitalize but no matter how digital we are going we still need human capital a sì need àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ elétò ìlera yìí pàápàá jùlọ the caregivers nígbà táwa náà dé lóyìnbó kọ́ọ̀sì yìí míì ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́fà la fi ń ṣe a dẹ̀ máa ní certificate as healthcare assistant ó ní iye module tó máa ṣe ó lè jẹ́ mẹ́jọ gbogbo ẹ̀ la lè ṣe la lè replicate níbí it's a way to provide employment for our youths iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹni òun ló máa ń gbé ni so iṣẹ́ yẹn tó yẹ pé a lè ṣe lọ́hùn a lè ṣe ń bí and once we make sure pé owó tá à ń san ó ṣe dáadáa mo rántí ìgbà tí mo ní mo lọ gba àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn caregiver tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fáwọn òbí mi ibi tó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ èlò náà ń sọ fún ẹ máa fi 10,000 lé o máa ṣiṣẹ́ fún mi náà so but kí ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló ní agbára láti ṣe bí mo ṣe sọ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ so aṣojú ọ̀dọ́ wa ẹ ṣe fún nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ sọ ká dàgbà ká darúgbó dáadáa òun lè tó AgeWell CareLink ẹ ṣe púpọ̀.
Thank you so much. A ti parí báyìí but ká tó lọ a fẹ́ ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ìwé pélébé yìí a lè pa àwọn representative wà níbí kò pọ̀ kò wọ́n pọ̀ níbí báyìí inú ìwé yìí a kọ we wrote things about what AgeWell CareLink does nǹkan tá à ń ṣe ní AgeWell CareLink àwọn òpómúlérò iṣẹ́ wa wípé ó dálé family ó dálé community ó dálé bí a ṣe lè respect àwọn àgbàlagbà ó tún dálé bí a ṣe lè fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn ìjọba àti àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ elétò ìlera. So because of that, I want to welcome all our guest speakers. Once again, thank you very much for being part of this. We are going to just launch it and take a photograph together with this. And the booklet will be available on our website. We are going to go to the session where we'll show you how AgeWell CareLink works. But before they leave, we just take a quick photograph and then we'll go to the next session. Let's give them a round of applause once again. Thank you so much.
Ẹ ṣeun gan olùdásílẹ̀ ètò yìí. I appreciate you, ma. This is an important program. Kí n sọ Yorùbá ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀. Ètò tí ó ti ń mú ọkàn mi gbóná gidi ni pé àwọn elétò àwọn nurses àmì nurse àwọn èèyàn ń lọ ìlú òyìnbó àwọn èèyàn ń lọ wọ́n japa doctor àti other health workers. I work in the hospital in the university and train nurses. Like 2 days ago, I still mo ti kọ́ àwọn students tí mo ń tọ́ àti sọ fún wọn pé level báyìí lẹ máa wà tẹ́ bá ti parí. Ìkànnì wọn wá béèrè ó ní owó èlò nọ́mbà mo ní báyìí ó ní ẹgbẹ́gbẹ́ pé táwọn bá ti ṣe tán àwọn they are going. Kí la wá fẹ́ ṣe báyìí? So nǹkan méjì nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ béèrè mà ó ní pé prógrámù yìí ẹ jọ̀ọ́ yàtọ̀ sí digital connection ọ̀nà méjì torí àbí tó UK èmi náà ti ṣiṣẹ́ CareJob ṣẹ̀gẹ́ẹ̀tì ọ̀nà méjì náà fi ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn is either kí ìyá àbí bàbá yẹn wà nílé ara ẹ̀ kí àwọn caregiver lọ máa tọ́jú ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ àbí kẹ́ establish maybe hospital tó ṣe pé àwọn tó nídìí kí àwọn á máa gbé wọn lọ́bẹ̀ tí àwọn carer á máa attend sí wọn. Then another aspect òní pé kọ́ṣọ́ wa a gbàgbọ́ wípé ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀ ò gbọ́dọ̀ tọ́jú wọn lárúgbó kó gbé wọn sílé nígbà tí ọkọ àti ìyàwó bá wà nílé tí arúgbó tó wà ń bẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ wọn ló ń da ilé àwọn ọmọ yẹn rú ṣẹ́gẹ́t ó yẹ kí kọ́sọ̀ wa ká kọ́ àwọn ìyá ọlọ́jà wípé kò ṣe dandan kó o lọ jòkó sọ́dọ̀ ọmọ ìyàwó ọmọ ẹ àbí ilé jòkó sílé ara ẹ kí àwọn elétò tán fẹ́ rèsì yìí kí wọ́n máa tọ́jú ẹ níbẹ̀ tàbí tí ó bá wá lé díẹ̀ kán gbé ẹ lọ sí care home to take care of you all this eléyìí á lè ràn wá lọ́wọ́ then the government and every other thing I believe you will do well I'm in support. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma. Thank you.
Praise the Lord. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run fún program yìí. Our facilitator, God will bless you. Màmá ẹ jèrè ọmọ pẹ́ lórúkọ Jésù. We appreciate you. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ìjọba, orúkọ mi ni Ìyáàfin Agúnbíadé. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ìjọba ló bá wí. Inú mi dẹ̀ dùn pé àwọn dókítà wa wọ́n wà nítòsí. Ṣé rí ìtọ́jú àwọn àgbà kò kí ń ṣe àmúlùmálà. Mo ń gbé Àkúrẹ́, Iléṣà ni mo ti máa ń lọ fún clinic. Mo máa ń attend geriatric hospital. Wọ́n dá sílẹ̀ fún àwọn àgbà, fún àwọn arúgbó. Wọ́n dẹ̀ staff ẹ̀ dáadáa pẹ̀lú doctors. Wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ń fún wa ní oògùn at very very reduced prices. So ó wù mí Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ ràn yín lọ́wọ́ ìjọba Ondo State kẹ́ ẹ dá irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn sílẹ̀. Arúgbó ọ̀dọ́ lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la but àwọn arúgbó náà ọjọ́ ọ̀la yín ni wá o. We have suffered, we have toiled in Ondo State and we need to a nílò láti gbádùn ọjọ́ ogbó wa. Bá a ṣe sọ oògùn tí wọ́n jù kò dẹ̀ sí manpower kò sí medical manpower. So tẹ́ ẹ bá ṣe irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn fún wa tẹ́ ẹ dẹ̀ sọ wípé ẹ̀yin arúgbó nìkan ti Iléṣà yẹn arúgbó nìkan ló ń lọ bẹ̀ wọ́n ní dẹ́lòmíì lóhùn. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ṣe irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn fún wa á rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn á encourage wa and we will spend less on medicals. Then number 2, I'm going to take Mama up. Mama, ẹ jẹ́ pẹ́ o. Tí èèyàn bá ti dàgbà tó dẹ̀ ní ọmọ gbajúmọ̀ oríṣiríṣi àǹfààní ló máa ń ní. Owó tán fún yín yẹn èèyàn mélòó ló ń gbà l'Ondo State? Kò kárí ẹ̀tọ́ yín ni o ẹ jẹ́ pẹ́. Àwọn classmate ọmọ yín gan ọmọ ṣọ́ọ̀pẹ́ lómi àní màmá tó tọ́jú wa nígbà tá a wà lákùnrin àti gbogbo ọ̀nà ń tọ́jú yín ẹ̀dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ pẹ́ lórúkọ Jésù. Gbogbo ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ìgbà àná ni gbogbo àwọn tọ́lọ̀ ń kó sí yín lọ́wọ́ ní ọjọ́ alẹ́ yín ọmọ apèsè yín lọ́wọ́ lórúkọ Jésù. A fi ọlá yín tọrọ òbò tó wù wá mi ì mọ bọ́n ṣe ń ṣe o dókítà wa mi ì mọ yastic tẹ́ fi ń pín mi ì mọ statistics but we want it to spread round. I have lived, excuse me, I have lived in Ondo State for more than 50 years. I'm not a politician. I don't know anybody. And I don't know how my name can come up. If it comes up, I will appreciate it. And I know the names of so many of us can also benefit. Dókítà wa, ẹ bá wa tún yẹ̀ wò. Káwa náà máa gbọ́ gbàgán. Thank you very much.
Okay. Ẹ ṣé mà, Mọ́mí Agúnbíadé, ẹ ṣé mà ọjọ́ yín adalẹ́. Bọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí n clarify nǹkan kan. Kì í ṣe dókítà ló ṣe gbàgán fún màmá. I think it has been announced pé àwọn olóṣèlú wà lórí tébù tẹ́ jókòó yẹn mà. Mọ́mí kan wà níbẹ̀ tí mò ń wò níbẹ̀ yẹn olóṣèlú ni. The government has announced that pé ní each ward ní Ondo State àwọn leaders they should give names of old people tó máa fún ní owó ní every month. Wọ́ọ̀dù yín ló wá kù sí lọ́wọ́ orúkọ àwọn tó fi sílẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn wa ò ṣòótọ́. Wọ́n ń ṣe lọ́mà kì í ṣọdọ́ kan náà máa ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀.
tiẹ̀ báyìí àwọn kan kò ní sọpọ́n rí gbà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló gbà tí ò sọpọ́n rí. What is a continuous thing? Commissioner for Women Affairs, she's in charge. Wọ́n ń ṣe lọ lóṣooṣù ni màmá ò ní rí gbà next month báyìí àwọn míì là tún rí gbà.
Ẹ ṣeun ma. Thank you very much, ma. I want to corroborate what the mama Iyaloja has just said. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká fetí sílẹ̀. It is under the RHI program, the Renew Health Initiative, Hope Agenda of the FG. So ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bí Iyaloja ṣe sọ fún wa, because àwa náà máa ní àǹfààní àti wà nínú àwọn meetings oríṣiríṣi tí àwọn aṣojú ìjọba from the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development and also some other ministries multilateral lóríṣiríṣi náà máa ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹ̀rí tí wọ́n ní wọ́n tún gbé program kan dé oríṣiríṣi ni. Ẹ̀rí tẹ́ bá ń wo Facebook wa tẹ́ ń wo àwọn social media handles tá sọ wípé àwọn kan gba 75,000 pé wọ́n gbà in batches. So it's something like that. So let's just be there. So it's in batches. Ẹ ṣé gan.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ sọ nǹkan kan pa nǹkan tí àwọn màmá wa tán kọ́kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan tán sọ. Ọ̀pọ̀ nǹkan tán sọ òótọ́ ni. Ara nǹkan tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì náà máa eléyìí tá à ń pè ní take home ni pé ó ti di ọ̀ràn ó ti di nǹkan tó wà important ká lè ní bíi geriatric home. Now a ti ní geriatricians ìyẹn àwọn tó ń tọ́jú àwọn tán ti dàgbà wọ́n ti ń pọ̀ láàrin wa wọ́n pọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wọ́n dẹ̀ wà ní few big cities but díẹ̀ a máa dé everywhere. So ìtọ́jú tó máa péye fún àwọn àgbàlagbà ó wà very very important gbogbo wa ló máa dàgbà agbára Ọlọ́run. So life expectancy in Nigeria ń sìn 55 years ni tó 70 55 ni wọ́n dẹ̀ ráwọn countries náà tó 85 88. Tẹ́ bá wo àwọn tó dàgbà ọ̀pọ̀ nínú wọn tó wà about 65 àwọn obìnrin gan-an tó pọ̀ jù àwọn ọkùnrin wọn pọ̀ mbẹ̀ Ọlọ́run á kà wá mọ́ àwọn tó máa dàgbà tó máa dògbó. So need for a geriatric home ó wà very important. Then atúmọ̀ pé culture wa ìyẹn bá ṣe dàgbà àwọn èèyàn wà use mọ́ kán lọ gbé wọn sí nursing home àwọn èèyàn máa tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ wọ́n lẹ́nu tó bímọ mẹ́wàá tó bímọ márùn-ún tán lọ gbé sí geriatric home. Ara nǹkan tá ń láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbà nìwọ̀n yẹn nǹkan tó máa ń permanent ní change gbogbo nǹkan ń change. Àwọn ọmọ wa tán ti ní ọmọ tán níyàwó life tí wọn àwọn náà ń bá life wọn lọ. So care irú care tí AgeWell tó ń bring ó ń try to fill in some of those gaps. Tẹ́ bá wà nílé ó possible tẹ́ bá ṣàti lè kí sí wọ́n á lè rí yín ìtọ́jú á wà fún yín. Tó bá tẹ̀ nígbà tẹ́ fẹ́ lọ kí ọmọ ẹ fẹ́ kí wọn ni ẹ tún padà sílé. Mo mọ̀ pé ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn gan tó dàgbà wọn máa fẹ́ kúrò lé wọn environment tán ti wà use mọ́ yẹn wọ́n máa ń fẹ́ wà ń bẹ̀. So ó máa tún easy tán bá ti lè rí easily tán ti ní care and then gbogbo àtitọ́jú àgbàlagbà á jẹ́ less burden. Gbogbo nǹkan tí ọmọ ìbáṣẹ̀ máa sáré káàkiri àti ṣe ó ní AgeWell package kọ́ rí pé kí àyẹ̀ wà fún wọn. Ibi tá ti gba oògùn kò ní jìnnà sí wọn. Ìtọ́jú dókítà àti dókítà tó máa rí wọn easy. Ìyẹn ni gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n ń ṣe ó dẹ̀ jọ pé ìyẹn náà wà lára nǹkan tí ìjọba gan fẹ́ fún àwọn èèyàn wa. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀.
Hello. Ẹ káàsán gbogbo èèyàn. Mo gba aládùúrà pé ìyá wa tó gbé ètò yìí sílẹ̀ Ọlọ́run á túbọ̀ máa lọ́ra ẹ̀mí yín Ọlọ́run á túbọ̀ máa fún yín lágbára. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ, my name is Mrs. Ogedengbe TA. I'm a retired community health practitioner. So ìkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni pé àwọn ọmọ tó ń lọ sí School of Health Technology àwọn náà ń kàwé o. I retired as a level 14 officer. Mo dẹ̀ mọ iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe ní health centers. Àwọn nurses in medicine we have different branches. Even our doctor wọ́n oníkálukú ní area of specialization wọn. So àwọn ọmọ tó lọ sí School of Health Technology we have training and retraining. Bó ṣe ń jáde ní health technology yẹn they go further. Then our nurses wa most of them they cannot work in the community. We have something that we call from the grassroots láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀. Ní ìgbèríko àwọn kan ò lè lọ sí ìgbèríko àti lọ ṣiṣẹ́. So àwọn ọmọ wọ̀nyẹn they are trained to go to villages to work and they are doing the work. So inú mi á dùn pé wọ́n má fọwọ́ rọ́ wọn sẹ́yìn. If you can bring them up to this program they will do something. I know that. Thank you. And you can even train them again. So that is what I want to say. Mo èmi káàsù pé àwọn tó lọ sí School of Technology that they are quacks, they are not quacks. Thank you.
Thank you, ma. Kò sẹ́ni tó pè wọ́n ní quack o.
I'm not saying somebody call them.
Madam,
they are not.
They are not. We have different professions. I told you earlier on, I have masters in community development. That does not make me a quack. If you are not a nurse, you are not a nurse. If you are not a registered nurse, you are not a registered nurse. That's exactly what we have just said. Kò sẹ́ni tó lè fi ọwọ́ rọ iṣẹ́ kan sẹ́yìn. Ẹni tó ń lo ata tí ò bá mọ̀ ọ́ lọ, ọbẹ̀ yìí ò lè dùn. Ẹni tó ń la igi tí ò bá kó igi tó da wá, iná wa ò lè jò. Ẹni tó ń ṣe laundrette tí ò bá fọṣọ yín dáadáa, ẹ máa rùn ni. Kò sí ẹni tó lè fọwọ́ rọ iṣẹ́ kankan sẹ́yìn. Ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tá à ń sọ ni wípé iṣẹ́ tí èèyàn bá lóun jẹ́ òun ni kò jẹ́. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn tí wọ́n wà ní hospital tó máa kọ́ṣẹ́ ní oṣù mẹ́ta tó máa láwọn nurse wọn kì í ṣe nurse. Kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tó lè sọ fún mi kó sọ pé nurse ni wọ́n. Kò sẹ́ni tó lè lọ sí School of Health Tech kó jáde kó ní nurse lòun. You are a community health practitioner. I'm a community and youth development officer and I'm proud of my profession and I have master's degree in that. She is a public health nurse. She is a registered nurse. Olayinka is a registered nurse, an associate professor of nursing. She's a nurse. You can have a PhD in public health. You can have a PhD in health tech. Kò sẹ́ni tó pè yín ní kwaki o because gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń ṣe ń bí ó lọ sí orí ayélujára. Kọ́ bá sọ pé àwọn kan ló wá tó wá ba iṣẹ́ àwọn kan jẹ́. Àwọn tá a nídìí gangan they are caregivers. Àwọn nurses máa ma supervise wọn ni. Àwọn ìyá wa tó ti dàgbà gbogbo ìgbà kan ló ń gba abẹ́rẹ́ kán ṣe ìfúnpá kán ṣe nǹkan kéékèèké iṣẹ́ tán lè ṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n when it comes to the real medical practices we don't want health tech kó wá ní òun doctor kó máa gun abẹ́rẹ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ nìyẹn. Ó ládẹ̀ ṣe sọ pé iléeṣẹ́ tiwa àwa ò ní gbarú ẹ̀. Ẹ má bínú kò sẹ́ni tó sọ pé iṣẹ́ yìí ò dáa. Iṣẹ́ gbogbo wa ò ní bàjẹ́ o. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀.
Ẹ ṣé gan. Ní báyìí, I think it's important that I round up this session. After this session, I'm going to show us máa fi hàn wá ẹjọ́ bí nǹkan tí AgeWell CareLink fẹ́ ṣe àti ń sọ̀rọ̀ gan. Àdẹ̀mọ̀ kó pẹ́ ta ti wá síbí. Ní AgeWell CareLink, tẹ́ bá rí àkórí nǹkan tá à ń ṣe lénìí, building a responsive and integrated care. Integrated ẹ̀mí pé àjọṣepọ̀ ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ gbogbo wa àti nurse àti doctor àti community health practitioner àti youth àti obìnrin àti àgbà gbogbo wa la nílò gbogbo wa la nípa láti tọ́jú àwọn àgbà wa and everybody has a role to play. Nípa training, yes, one of the things we are doing is we will be training. Àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ training láàárọ̀ ẹ̀. In fact, a fẹ́ train àwọn tí ò tiẹ̀ ń ṣe healthcare professionals. Wọn ò ṣe doctor, wọn ò ṣe nurse. But we want to train you to be able to care for the older people. But that doesn't mean that you will call yourself a nurse. You will get a certificate. I know yesterday I was talking to somebody. If you love to care for older people, please come forward. We will train you. We will train you, and then you can be so proud that I'm a caregiver. That is what we want to do. The training is available. It's very subsidized. In fact, àárọ̀ yìí gbogbo àwọn tó ṣe iléeṣẹ́ NCO tó jẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ kan tí mo dá dúró ló sponsor wọn. But very cheap, and we also encourage our government and stakeholders to sponsor people. Apart from that, we will train children, family members to care for their older person. Nílùú òyìnbó, àwọn ọmọ ó máa ń gba owó, wọ́n tún san owó fún ọmọ tó ń tọ́jú ìyá ẹ̀ àbí bàbá ẹ̀. They call them family carers. Bàbá ti mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ tó fẹ́ máa ṣe nìyẹn, ó fẹ́ máa tọ́jú ìyá ẹ̀, àwọn ìjọba wọn tún máa sanwó fún wọn. Tá a bá tiẹ̀ lè ṣe ń bì báyìí, a máa train àwọn èèyàn. If you can care for your own parents, we can train you to know how to care. Like you said, a fẹ́ kó jẹ́ quality. What is quality? What is quality? Ìtọ́jú tó péye tó jẹ́ ojúlówó, a fẹ́ ìtọ́jú rádaràda. That is why we are emphasizing training. So on that note, I want to thank everyone for this session, most especially our speakers. And we are going to be taking a photo to launch this. Táwa máa lè ṣe ní èdè Yorùbá tó bá ti jáde ẹ máa rí lórí website wa. Thank you so much. Please let's try to go for a photograph. Ẹ yẹ ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn, ẹ yẹ ká pàtẹ́wọ́ fúnra wa for the patient. Yorùbá AgeWell dàgbàdàdúgbò dáadáa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pàtẹ́wọ́ fúnra wa. Tẹ bá wà nígbà tí ọmọ yóò bá sí ní ẹgbẹ́ àwọn ọmọ yín ẹni AgeWell CareLink ìsọpọ̀ máa tọ́jú mi ó yá lọ sign me up ẹ sọ fún àwọn ọmọ yín pé kọ́ lọ fẹ́ ẹ̀dá ọ̀pá yẹn kọ́ sí yín sórí platform wa kí a lè kàn sí tọmọ yóò bá sí ní. So while we are waiting for the raffle, Butani tí a pè ní care package yìí, a fẹ́ fún ní alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ àwọn màmá méjì tó kọ́kọ́ débi ẹ jẹ́ kó jáde. Àwọn màmá méjì tó kọ́ débi ẹ jẹ́ ká pàtẹ́wọ́ fún wọn.
Okay, I don't know. We have a lot of introduction to the starting right here with founder and CEO of AgeWell CareLink coming to Nigeria. So you're going to introduce yourself to us once again and tell us what we have been up to on the university.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Olayinka Aromo. I'm the founder and CEO of AgeWell CareLink. And today, simply, we are bringing care home to Nigeria. And Akure happens to be the first in our own state. What we are doing, we are redefining care for our seniors, for our older people, through digital technology, through in-home care support and virtual consultation. We want to connect our older people with healthcare providers, both in Nigeria and across the globe, because they really deserve care, they need care, and that's what we want to do.
So there's a question I would love to ask. I know that maybe you can say, okay, I want to take care of the kids, the children. Some can say, okay, I want to focus on men. Why do you choose the older ones?
Well, that's a very good question. Growing up, I'm a nurse by background. I never thought I would be interested in older people because I see them to be very frail and too vulnerable. But by the time I traveled out, I started caring for other people's parents, working in nursing home and all of that. I saw that there was so much care given to these older people. And the gift that I had was that my own mom back in Nigeria didn't get the care that I was rendering to others. So I felt like, if I'm able to care for other people's parents, then who cares for my own parents? And I know this is not just my story. It's a story of everyone that have an older parent or an older loved one, either locally or abroad. They want to care, but they don't know how to care, but they don't have the services available to care. So that's why we really took interest. And again, we are all going to grow old anyways, and that's why the theme of this conference, and the launch is caring forward, meaning that the care system that we set up today is what we will all grow into. So that's why I'm really particular about caring for other people.
Excited to have you. So what can you tell us about what we have today? We're seeing a lot of people on the street. So tell us what we have today.
I can walk you around. So yes, first of all, we want to put our older people on the global map. We want them to feel special. We want them to feel loved. That's why we have this branding for them to take. We are redefining care. And of course today as well, we have a session devoted to health check, basic health check, checking their blood pressure, checking their vital signs, checking their blood sugar. Because most of the time, they just fall sick. We don't want them to get sick. We want to provide a regular checkup for them. And this is just a baseline that we want to do, right? Apart from that, we have care packages. We want to introduce them to the care package that we have in AgeWell. Let me show you to what they are doing at the health check. So, you can see here at this session they are checking their blood pressure, they are checking their blood sugar as well. They're very eager. Some of them came here as early as 7:30 this morning, even though the program was scheduled to start at 11. That shows that they really need this. They really need this, and we are just getting started. This session is where they're checking their blood sugar, that's the blood pressure, and I tell you right here now, we've really identified some people who their blood sugar, their blood pressure are over the roof, and then we have as our ambulance standby, and we'll be able to support them as well.
I know that I'm going to see you again on the
Yes.
One of the things that we should expect for the baby ones today.
Yeah. All right. So today we want to hear from them. So we have a session dedicated to the older people, like a community dialogue. We want to hear from them. We want to know what do they need. We don't want to do anything for them. They're just saying that nothing about us without us. But we don't want to bring a service that they don't need. So there's a session that we'll be hearing from them, what they need, how they want the government to support them, how they want their children to care for them, how they want the society to look after them. And then we're going to be hearing from stakeholders, our special guests, keynote speakers about what we can do to make aging in Nigeria better.
So I'll bring you back on the right. Ọmọ ẹ̀ka sọ́mà.
Sọ́kọ̀.
Kí lorúkọ yín?
Alájà Títí Lọ́pẹ́.
Alájà Títí Lọ́pẹ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Lónìí àwọn àbíbá yìí láti ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ ìtẹ̀síwájú ìyẹn AgeWell CareLink. Ó wà láti ṣe ìtọ́jú fún àwọn àgbàlagbà, àwọn arúgbó láti mọ ìlera àti àìlera ara wọn. Kí ni nǹkan tí ẹ rò nípa nǹkan tí à ń ṣe lónìí?
Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ìjọba torí wọ́n rí tàwa arúgbó rò àwọn náà dàgbà wọ́n so iye ogun ọmọ wọn dà ọkọ̀ ìjọba ò ní sàn lẹ́sẹ̀ o olúkálùkù ọmọ àlera àbẹ́sẹ̀ wá ní ọmọbi tó kù sí ọmọbi tó tó ibi tí ẹ ti lówó náà àpòwò ò ní gbẹ o.
Kí ni nǹkan míì tẹ́tí lè rò pé wọ́n tún lè ṣe nínú ohun tí à ń ṣe lónìí pé wọ́n tún lè ṣe láti fi rí i dájú wípé wọ́n ṣe ìtọ́jú àwọn arúgbó?
kí a má jẹ prógráàmù yọ parẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ máa fa lóka náà ti jẹun ọwọ́ àṣìṣe mọ́ ká má jọ parẹ́ tí ọba ti parẹ́ kò sí wàhálà ara arúgbó àmọ́ ṣe kémúkémú.
Kí ni orí mi ti mọ̀? What is your name?
My name is Oyeyesi Owasori.
Okay, so today we're here to have the launch of AgeWell CareLink in Nigeria.
Yeah.
As an older people, what do you think about this initiative?
I could see it's very good.
itself who is assisting. Because right here, some people their BP is 450 and they didn't know. So they are now looking for something for them so that they can subside, so that they can have their health at least for this program. And when they got to, they said they should go to the hospital. So it's very, very good. It's helping, it's assisting.
Okay, so the test that you took this morning, how was it? Can you tell us about the test?
The test I took this morning, it was good, partially. Because when they run my BP, they said my they said it's too low, that I should alternate the using of the drug. So I see my SDR giver at the state hospital.
Okay, is there any other way that you think the owner or the founder of AgeWell can come and benefit you more as an older person?
I would prefer something outside this place. Maybe we can still make them for assistance, and I believe they will render it. If they can do all this for the people they didn't know, so they will do better. Thank you, God bless you.
Good afternoon, sir. Can we meet you your name?
My name is Town Planner Deacon Kayode Oyedele.
All right. Once again, let me welcome you to the launch of AgeWell. Now, today we are having this initiative in Nigeria, and people are so excited about it. What do you feel about having this in Nigeria?
It's very okay. It's a welcome development. Awareness, health awareness, medical checkups is something that is that we need at this point in time.
Okay, so far you've done your own test.
Yes.
What can you say about it? How was it? Was it seamless? How did you go about the checkup? What can you say about it? How can you describe it?
It was okay, but initially the blood sugar monitors were not working, or maybe the staff did not get the grasp of it. But eventually it worked, and everything went well.
Okay. What is your prayer, or what are your prayers for the founder and CEO of this initiative? What would you say to them?
I can only wish them every blessing that they desire, and I pray that God will continue to help them and expand the program so that the outreach will reach every unreached person.
Lastly, what else? What other area do you think AgeWell CareLink can actually assist the older ones more than what they are doing? We want to hear from you.
Well, maybe because at present, the old people are neglected. There's no adequate provision for old people. Even the society we are now, they don't recognize, they regard age as something that is not good enough. But maybe they begin to educate the people, especially the younger generation, to respect age. Because in queues, they don't give preference to older people. They allow older people to struggle, even with the young and the agile ones. This should not be.
Thank you so much, sir. Your name once again?
Kayode Oyedele.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Sweet 17, okay. Are you ready? All right, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Can we meet you your name?
My name is Mr. Dilti Ayodiji.
Okay, so today we are here for the launch of AgeWell CareLink in Nigeria.
Yeah.
What would you say about that? How do you feel about it?
I feel very happy. I feel very, very happy. Why am I happy about this program? Because if a woman of this nature could think about doing this kind of thing, I see as a kind of giving back. It's a kind of giving back. She's somewhere, she saw what is good, and she's bringing it down and giving it back to his people free of charge. This makes me happy. This is a good humanitarian service. This is what God really wants from people. I'm happy about it.
Okay, so did you run any tests today?
I've not done that. Okay. I'm part of the family.
Family, okay.
I'm part of the family to some extent.
Okay.
So let people do their own first.
All right. Okay, so for the last question, how do you think this initiative is going to, how far do you think it's going to go in the lives of the older ones here in Nigeria?
My sister, you can't know until you are involved. Those people that participated, those people that benefited, they are the one that can even tell you. But I'm going to tell you, it's going to go a long way. Look at the health facilities. People are enjoying health facilities. There are a lot of things that is going to happen here. I told you to some, I'm an insider. I know what's going to happen here. A lot of things is going to happen here that is going to affect people's life forever. Even the environment. Look at the environment. As if it is not our normal enemy or see the environment. I know it's going to go far. It's going to a lot of diseases is going to be set packing this time around. A lot of people will be relieved. A lot of life that is about to go will be revived through this program.
All right.
I'm telling you, that's just.
Thank you, sir. Well, your name once again?
My name is Mr. Adeuti Ayodeji.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Aderunke Ibitoye, and I'm the Director of Business Development and the Client Relations of the Ondo State Contributory Health Commission. That is the health insurance agency of Ondo State.
Okay, so this initiative that we have in Nigeria, especially in our Ondo State now, how do you think is going to be of benefit to Ondo citizens generally?
Yes, it's going to be a very good one because they've started well. From the name AgeWell CareLink, yes, is to ensure that we collaborate together. We bring the aged in the communities. That is, for example, we have 203 wards in Ondo State. Go to each ward, bring out this aged, and let's collaborate into how we can take care of these people and better their health and their well-being. Because you agree with me that majority of them, their children are not around, and for them they might be experiencing a lot of anomalies concerning their health. So the initiative is a very welcome one. It's a very good one. The goals and objective and their vision, which is very well spelled out, is a very good one that I think for us as collaborators should embrace. So it's a very good one.
I was actually coming there to say, is Ondo State going to collaborate with this initiative to just make sure that everyone is?
Yes, Ondo State is going to collaborate because for us in Ondo State we are lucky, and under the lucky administration, his agenda, if you look at the health under his agenda, which is for efficient and effective healthcare delivery, you will see that the government even now is doing a lot in the aspect of taking care of this aged. Looking at the health insurance we have in Ondo State, we have this Ilera Loro scheme, which is codenamed like that for them to be able to know the name of the scheme, so that if they are talking about it, they can as well recognize it. But at the national, it is being referred to as the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund Program. So under that scheme, you see that the vulnerables, part of them aged, are being taken care of. And it is something that the state is doing already. And looking at even under the informal sector, the state government has been able to subsidize the health, for these people. If you look at the benefits package, it is so enormous. It is a very robust one. So I want to say that the Ondo State government, under the leadership of Governor Lucky Orimisan Ayedatiwa, is going to collaborate, that even the organizer will be happy that she came to Ondo State to come and put this on ground.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Your name once again?
Yes, my name is Mrs. Aderunke Ibitoye, the Director of Business Development and Client Relations of the Health Insurance Agency of Ondo State.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. We know you are Are Yaloja. I would like you to introduce yourself to us.
Chief Mrs. Kemi Adedapashida, the Are Yaloja of Ondo State.
Okay, so we've heard a lot of things that you said back there on the stage, and right now we just want you to summarize it a bit. How do you think this initiative coming to Ondo State is going to be of help to the aged ones in Ondo State?
Let me first of all appreciate the initiative because we are overdue for this in Ondo State. Most people now, like they said, jakpa. Even most of the people, their children are jakpa, and they are at home neglected. If you go to the Western world, you see that most of their old people are well taken care of. They pamper them. So bringing this to Ondo State now, it's a welcome idea, and I think and I pray it will have positive effect on us. But we, the Yaloja, will support her with the little we can, and we'll key into the system.
All right. Not to waste your time. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Can we meet you? Your name, ma'am?
Good afternoon. I'm Aliu Mary Yabo, the Director of Nursing Services, State Ministry of Health, Akure.
Okay, State Ministry of Health here in Akure. All right, this initiative, everyone is excited about it, and they are so excited that it's coming to Akure, and people in Ondo State, I mean officials, the government of Ondo State is accepting it. So what would you say about this, and how do you think this is going to benefit us in Ondo State?
AgeWell League is a new program that is coming to Ondo State, and we are very happy and glad because it's a means of taking care of our elderly, and every one of us will go old at one time or the other. So if we take care of those ones that are for us, soon or later we too will join their group, and as much as possible we need to collaborate with them so that we make them to grow peacefully and live a normal life as an adult.
Okay, speaking from the Ministry of Health here in Akure, representing Ministry of Health in Ondo State, do we have any program of this, do we have any of this one in Ondo State for the aged one? Do we think that the government has a program like this running for the aged in the state?
We have a program for aged that is ongoing in the state through the contribution that they register the vulnerable, the poor of the poorest. Government is taking care of them. They are giving them health services freely as a government. So we have program, but this one that is coming on board now, it will complement, and more aged will be registered so that more people can benefit from the program.
Okay, so what is your words? Let's say you're speaking on behalf of the Ondo State government to the founder of this initiative.
On behalf of the State Ministry of Health, I'm representing my commissioner and the permanent secretary. We want to thank Associate Professor Olayinka for bringing this to us in Ondo State, and it's a good initiative. And as government, we are ready to partner with her so that we make this program a sustainable one, and going further, our people can be a beneficiary of the program.
Thank you so much, ma. Your name once again?
My name again is Adiobere Yabo, Director of Social Services State Ministry. Thank you.
Thank you, ma. Good afternoon, ma.
Afternoon.
I am here standing with Mama AgeWell.
Thank you.
And today is a very great day. I must say that you should be the happiest here today because witnessing this great achievement is a great one. So how do you feel about this coming to Accra?
It's very laudable. She's my daughter, and I love it, and I pray that God will continue to assist her in all things.
Okay, so what do you think? I know you have benefited from this initiative already. You have benefited from this.
For my daughter to bring it.
Yes. Have you been part of the AgeWell?
Yeah,
have you been taken care of?
Yes.
Okay. So what is your words?
I have 3 of them in my house taking care of me.
Wow. So what is your words to the older people like you now? How would you encourage them to be part of this?
I've been doing that. They must try to reach out to this AgeWell so that they must get their own support from their home to help them.
All right.
Thank you. God bless you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Your name, can we meet you?
Olade Jebishemido is my name, and I'm a brother to the convener of AgeWell CareLink.
Okay, so this is like a great thing, a great achievement, coming from your own sister. So how would you describe the AgeWell CareLink coming to Nigeria generally?
Well, I think it's a right step in the right direction. This is a time where our aged need access to proper care, and what the program is all about is how we can take health care to meet the older ones, the senior citizens at home. That's one of the reasons why this program has come up, and I think it's a good initiative that the government should try to collaborate with.
Okay, while speaking on the stage earlier, you made mention of speaking on behalf of the youth, like they should try as much as possible to care for their parents, like their aged, parents. I would like you to just summarize for us a bit.
Okay, so what I was talking about is that we know that this generation we are in now, youths, when they get married, they tend to migrate from the rural area to the cities, which oftentimes is far away from their parents. Now, what we need to begin to do as youth is to look at how we can still provide care for our parents whilst not living in the same environment with them. And one of the ways we can do that is to key into AgeWell CareLink program, where they can access health care and send to their parents while their parents are still at home. Then one thing that is also needed is that we know that one of the things that older people need is constant communication. And thank God for technology, we can use the advantage of our smartphone to be in touch constantly with our parents so that they can still feel that connectivity. It doesn't matter where you are, whether you are abroad or in the city, it is still easy for us to communicate with our parents. So we need to do that as youth, to keep in constant touch with our parents.
All right, thank you so much. Your name once again.
Thank you.